Oh, hello everyone. Welcome to another stream. So, we have been off a little bit off and on here for a few weeks, but now hopefully we can get going again, at least with Group 2, because we have some news here with Group 1, Order of the Trolljäger. Sadly, the first group has been disbanded um, because of schedule conflicts and this kind of thing. So for now, Group 1 is not going to continue, but we have Group 2. It's kind of going to be weird to call you guys Group 2 now, though, since you're the only group.
Sorry, we'll find a name soon.
Yeah.
It can't be the other guys either, because there's no primary guys, but just the guys.
That's us.
All right, yeah. Okay, we call you guys the guys. Sounds good. So let's just kind of go through what happened last time, because it was quite a long time ago. So do you remember what happened? What happened last session?
We were traveling down from the farms belonging to this clan head, Magne Bite. We were traveling as his personal hird. We'd been hired, essentially. We safeguard him and his children on the path down. I don't think we actually encountered anything bad yet. We did saw when we were traveling along the old road, the less safer option. We did see a giant walk in the distance, like out over the horizon. We saw this big hill slowly move across, and it was like, what is that? What is that? We don't know. And then Magne spoke, and he said that that's probably a giant or something. And it's like nobody's seen a giant in over 100 years, and it's like, oh, let's keep moving. And we did, and then we arrived at the Stately Snail Inn or something. A place that appeared to try to be fancy, but didn't really succeed. Like it had seen better days, probably because of the decreased traffic along the old road ever since the new road was made.
And they closed as the bandits.
Right, exactly. So you guys just arrived at the Stately Snail. I'm happy I told you about the giant. Actually, I didn't remember if I mentioned that, and that's kind of something I really wanted you guys to see.
Yeah.
Funny, yeah.
I think we forgot about the previous inn we stayed at.
All right, yeah, at the crossroad.
The one in the intersection.
The second fox.
Yeah, the second fox. And how they were paving the new road so that it's gonna be even better than it already is. Even more superior than the old road.
Yeah, because the old road was quite badly maintained. Like this, just full of potholes, and most of the farms and almost all of the inns have been just abandoned along the road. So this area is not very prosperous right now. And this inn has seen better days, like you guys said, and it's actually a very unique building in the Stormlands. It's actually made of stone. At least the first floor is made of stone. The second floor is made of wood. But and this is very rare in the Stormlands, where most buildings are longhouses made of wood. So there's actually even glass in the windows in this building, not only hutches like it usually is. Though, as you have seen, all the windows except one that you have seen have been broken and just like boarded over, pretty much. Or not boarded over, but like closed with a hutch instead. The only remaining window is the one on the first floor, just next to the door. And you met the guard. His name is Soti the guard, and he's actually a cousin of House Bite, a person that Magne spent some time with in his youth, but this guy is now very, very fat and lazy. But they're still good friends. And actually, before you guys went into the inn, or the tavern, he kindly asked you guys to remove your weapons. And put them, he has like a bucket with weapons on the side of the door there that he takes care of. and he tells you and kind of reassures you that they will be well taken care of, and you will get them back as soon as you go outside. So do you agree to give him your weapons?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
That's a common thing, right?
Sure.
Yeah, it's I would say it's a quite common thing, at least in these kind of establishments.
Yeah, whatever. It's not like anything's gonna happen, right?
No, of course not.
It's not supposed to. It would be very, very dishonorable if something were to happen to us. It would be
Right.
like... It
Yes,
would be
right.
yeah. What?
Right.
Come on.
right. So
It would be very surprising. The game has been very easy up to now, so...
yeah, we only been doing mostly roleplay up until now. This game.
It's gonna continue this way, so it's no problem.
Yeah,
I'm not,
forever.
as you can tell, I'm not very good at setting up combat encounters. So role-playing it is, I guess. So when you come inside, it's really dirty inside. There's like a bar disc on the left side of the door, and there's a kind of homely woman standing behind it, trying desperately to clean the disc, but it's just filthy. Like there's like broken dishes everywhere, like half empty glass, mugs with beer, this kind of thing. Somebody has been using the place, but there's nobody in here except there's one guy in the corner, an older gentleman. He's quite well dressed. It's a little bit threadbare, like it's a little bit also kind of like the in itself badly maintained, but quite nice looking. But he's like sleeping or like lying down in like a pool of beer, and like he has like half-eaten food and like spilled mugs of beer lying on the table around him, and he's just lying completely still. There's a hearth on the east wall, so at least it's warm and nice in here. Because the weather has been better these days, but it's still closing on the winter. So it's getting a little bit chillier in the evening. And it is evening now, by the way. You can put you guys down if you want. Behind the disc, the bar disc on the left side, there is a staircase that seems to be leading up. Also, by the way, outside, if I didn't say that, there is like a barn to the right side of the door, where some thrall girls led in the horses.
So where do we start?
Where body gear there is, that's fine.
Heyo.
Yeah, you guys just arrived into the main hall.
All right.
The woman behind the disc, she looks up kind of surprised at you guys entering, and it seems like she recognized Magne, and she says, "Oh, Master Magne, what an honor to have you back. I haven't seen you in a long time." And he's kind of looking at her like he's trying to remember who she is, and then says, "Yes, it seems like this place has seen better days," he says, and she looks up at the rest of you guys and says, "Are these your? Do you all need rooms, or are you just passing through, or who are your companions, Master Magne?"
The guys.
The guys. He just kind of mentioned that you guys are. He hired you guys as his hird for the trip to the thing, and he says, "I would like your finest room, and I'm sure that these gentlemen can figure out what they want in themselves. Is the normal room available?" he asked, and she kind of nods and asked one of the other girls walking around there with, trying to work to show him up. So Magne, the two boys, if you remember, Geir and Atli, and Sola all walk up to the second floor. The staircase is kind of like they're making a lot of sounds as they walk up.
And then everyone dies.
And you can hear them. You can hear them above, walking on the floorboards above. And you hear a door opening and a door closing. and then it gets quiet.
Oh,
And
ma'am.
she looks over at you guys.
The options are here in this beer hall and upstairs.
We have a common hall upstairs where you can sleep. You can sleep down here, but I wouldn't recommend it. As you can see, it's a little bit dirty today.
Yeah.
But we have a common hall up there. It's 1 silver per night.
Is there a window in the common hall?
Yes. Yes, of course. It's but sadly those the windows are broken. But you can open the hatches. It's fine.
Oh, yeah.
So
I'll take a bed in the common hall then.
okay, that would be 1 silver.
I would like one too, and I hold out a silver coin.
Oh, thank you. She looks like she takes the silver like she hasn't seen money for a long time. Can you guys roll a perception check?
Perception.
Oh yeah, I should do it. I have +10 if it's a visual one.
Oh yeah. No, it's not a visual one. It's a smell one.
Oh god damn.
All of you can roll a DC10 smell one. By the way, Polka, the archers, these are just guards
Okay.
that are just protecting the.
I saw them. I was like,
compound.
wait, are those supposed to be there, or has Rekishi?
Failed.
I got an 8. I don't know
them. Like, are we
if
supposed
I
to know
can
that
smell
they
anything.
stuff? Yeah.
Yeah, so if you succeed on this roll, like Bodgir, for example, when you enter the room, Bodgir, there's a kind of metallic kind of taste in the air. Like it's kind of dirty and smelly, anyways. But there's like this kind of pungent, metallic kind of smell that you didn't notice at first, but as you've been standing there for a little while, you notice this smell.
Would I be able? You're saying it's metal. Like, could I use my knowledge of metal to try and identify my?
It's copper.
I more meant like whether it's like, oh, this is like rust or something, or this is.
Roll a care roll without any specialities.
Okay.
Just
Just
a care,
care.
not heavy or any heavy metals or anything.
Oh. Boom.
Damn!
What a waste.
Okay, nice.
I know.
You only smelled this smell once before,
Oh.
and that was when you found a dead animal outside of your hut when you lived in the forest. Once there was an animal that died outside.
If this is a low fantasy setting, then he should have worked with copper before.
I mean, it's not saying it's copper.
No, I'm saying
You said
Saying
it kind of smells like it smelled that time when
It's
you
like
found
rotting animal.
a dead badger rotting outside your hut when after your father left.
Intriguing.
Yeah.
So there's some rotten animal in here. You know what? It's probably not important. I'm not going to mention it. Whatever.
Right.
I'll just keep that to myself. Note to self: cook own food.
And actually, as you think about that, the woman behind the desk asked you as well. Would the gentleman like some food? We could prepare something for you.
I will pass on that, thank you.
What about the rest of you?
Yeah, I would like some food.
Food.
What would you like? Sir?
Vegetable stew.
Okay, I want vegetables. That's 2 copper, please.
I will hand her 3 copper.
Thank you, sir.
Whoa.
That's very nice of you. I'm trying to figure out.
Big roller over here.
I'm trying to figure out if this woman has a name.
It was because I had an uneven amount of coppers, so it's not now.
What, you're just trying to...
If I gave away 3, I have 40 coppers left.
What about the rest of you masters?
Could I please have some some vegetable stew and maybe a piece of bread as well.
Of course, that's of course included. Bread is always included. That's also 2 copper for you then, sir.
Thank you kindly. And I give her 5 copper.
Oh my god, what are you
Oh
doing?
my
What are
god!
you overpaying?
You're gonna make them spoiled in here, man.
Oh my god, that's 2.5 meals.
I'm gonna. Could we have a picture of freshly taken well water with this?
Yes, of course. I will send a girl out to the well straight away. And she kind of looks around to see if there's anybody close by. I will take care of this as soon as you guys sit down. Don't worry about it. And you did see a well outside, actually. But she kind of looks at you a second time, Corbly.
Yeah.
And she likes. Oh, and then she kind of
Really short, so she's probably like.
She kind of looks a little bit shyly away from you.
Ooh, a little bit racist. Well, it's less racism and more like speciesism.
I love that you're the only one with like positive charisma.
I mean,
Pretty
I
much.
did, but then I respect it away.
But she kind of she asks you, Master, where's your accent from? I don't recognize your accent.
Oh, I'm from the Copper Woods.
The Copper Woods.
Yes.
But I heard there's only wild bronze and fairies living there.
No, that's the northern parts. I'm from the southern parts.
But there's no humans living there.
No, there's no humans living there.
Are you an elf?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
And she looks really shy and says, "Oh, I never met an elf before."
Really? Even though you're so close?
Yeah. I mean, elves don't stay in the inns, do they?
Not really. But I couldn't resist sleeping on the second floor. I've never seen a second-story building before.
Yeah, this building, it's been here for a while. The master's father, she kind of motions to the man sitting in his own puke in the corner. The master's father, he built this building. He came all the way from Viran to set up this inn.
Oh,
This
from
was
Viran.
this was a while back. It was once the most luxurious tavern on the old road to the thing. Everybody stopped here, but sadly lately it hasn't been really good.
Magne, aren't you also from Viran?
Yes, I am. I did travel from there once.
Where's Varan?
Westmark.
Westmark lies far, far west of here. But
Where the fuck's that?
And when you look a little bit closer at the old man in the corner, he has gray hair, but you can kind of see some light colors in his hair. Of course, being in Ejdland, that's not very rare, but he could be half Viran or something, maybe.
maybe he knows a bit of Rana. I'll have to test that later.
Maybe his father told him or something.
Maybe.
So she prepares food for all of you guys. If there's somebody that doesn't want food,
I don't think Solvig got.
Yeah, I said nothing because I was waiting for you to ask me.
Oh.
I would like to do something while everyone is speaking and doing stuff.
oh sure, yeah, go for it. What do you want to do?
So I guess there would be knives lying around in an inn.
Oh my god.
You and your weapon.
There's no knives in this room as far as you can see. Like maybe some.
Right?
I don't
Just
really
order
know what.
something that needs a knife.
I don't think like people. Okay, so I'm thinking when people ate, they had their own knife, like their dagger, like the seax, right, to cut meat and stuff, and then they had some kind of fork-looking thing, or maybe even used the dagger to eat with, or a spoon or something, right? So they have like fork-looking things and spoons, but no real knives around here.
Gasp.
Maybe, but there's a door behind her that you guess it that leads to the kitchen.
Where there would be knives to cut meat, right? That's a
Probably.
normal thing.
Yeah, or you can use your seax to cut your meat.
But we
We can't. We don't have them anymore. We left them at the door.
points.
Oh no. Sea axes. Of course you have your sea axe. That's not a weapon. That's just your
I mean,
knife.
Okay, then I
weapon.
kept all my
It's called a weapon in the game.
Yeah, but all of your weapons
Everyone in
that
this world has a CX the way everyone in our world has a cell phone, I think. It's just the thing that everyone uses.
I said what? No, I'm kidding.
Well, cool. No worries.
And the woman, she's not very beautiful at all, but like maybe she's like 20 something. And she asks cordially, Master Elf, do you by any chance use face scroll?
Use.
Face scroll?
I have no idea what that is.
Oh, it's the new thing that all the young people use.
Oh.
We just write messages on parchment and then we send it to each other. Especially about what we've been eating and stuff like that in our daily life. So if you guys want to, I can ask some of the girls to paint a picture of your dinner if you want. And
Who taught you to write?
oh, I can't write. The master usually helps me.
Seriously, this is so bad.
Sorry, she didn't say that. But she does look at Corby like she wants something. I don't know if
You're
I don't
exotic,
know
my
how.
boy. You're
I'm just gonna
exotic.
sit down at the cleanest table.
You mean the least dirty table?
Yeah, that's what cleanest means.
One of the other girls that's been kind of looking at you guys from afar rushes forward to try to clean it off a little bit, and she managed to at least get the worst of it off. You guys sit down. So choose a table, huh? Let's see if I have
Already done, boy.
Oh, nice. I thought I had some more females in here. Maybe I can copy one of these.
Heard it here first. DNA splicing.
Fedonunjutsu.
Yeah, there we go.
Has to.
There we go. There we go. See? I'm such a good GM.
More impressive thing is you can go at the squares. I'm stuck in the squares.
You can use hold down Alt to put your guy wherever you want. And also in
Free from the constraints of the world.
Right.
It's lagging a lot for me.
Just take it slow.
There we go. There we go. Looks comfortable. So after a little while, they come over with a vegetable stew. It looks quite okay. Do you want anything to drink?
Yeah, we asked for the picture of water.
All right. Yeah, one of the girls in yellow dress comes in from the outside with a pitcher of water for you guys. Does the masters not drink beer? We do have some beer.
Not today.
Okay. She kind of looks at you guys.
Pay for everyone.
And the blue woman, she kind of looks strangely at you guys and says, "Oh, maybe elves don't drink beer."
We do, but sometimes you don't.
So okay, yeah. I mean, the food was quite okay. The water was very fresh and nice, at least. And it is warm, and like the benches are quite comfortable, I guess. Well used, but they were in a very good quality to begin with. And as you look around, everything is in very good quality, but still just falling apart. And you cannot notice that there's not a lot of male thralls around. Like the girls that you've been talking with are all thralls, by the way, as far as you can tell. There's some small young boys running around, like helping out with taking your orders and stuff. There's not a lot of people, as you would think, since it's kind of falling apart, right? But yeah, you feel like you can relax a little bit at least. So what do you guys want to do during the evening?
Well, I will try and find more work. Bada boom, bada bing.
Right, you
Who-
did some work in the other inn, right?
Who would I even?
Yeah, he fixed the stuff.
Who to talk
Oh.
to? I
How
don't know.
conspicuous would it be if I went skulking around and tried to get the lay of the land?
Yeah, you can go around and take a look.
I mean, I can just walk in a courtyard, right?
Yeah, sure.
Well, I'll get to. Well, honestly, I'm going to open every door I can, and if no one's looking at me, I will open the doors that I count.
All right. So tell me where you want to go then. You have the map here, right?
Yes. So the kitchen, I guess it's right now
Straight to the kitchen.
because there's people there, right?
The kitchen is behind the bar desk, and the girl is standing there next to
Yeah,
it.
right,
It
so-
would be weird to go into the kitchen.
Yeah, of course. Okay, so I'll just go out and.
You could ask her to go there if you want to. Like, you can do whatever you want.
But I mean, there's no reason for me to go to the kitchen without being suspicious, right?
Mm.
What's the room at the bottom of the building?
That's the barn.
The bar.
The door is the barn door is outside.
Okay, well, I'll just go there then. I'll just look around.
So when you come outside, Soti the guard is kind of looking back at you, and he asks, "Oh, master, how was the food? I hope it was to your liking."
Yeah, great. I mean, of course, the place has seen better days, but you're doing what you can with what you have. It's nice to see. It's heartwarming.
Is master going out? Do you need your weapons?
Oh, I'm just taking a bit of fresh air. Don't worry, I'm not leaving the precincts.
Okay. So the cart is standing at the south side of the barn, and in front of the cart towards you is a ladder leading up to like a hayloft, kind of. There's a double door to the right of, like, when you come out on the east part of like on to the right when you come out, like left when you come out, I guess. There's a double door. Yeah, there's a double door there leading into the barn. It's kind of one of the doors are a little bit open. You can hear some horses and stuff in there. You're guessing it's your horses.
Okay, I can just take a look then.
You wanna? Yeah, you can go there, and Soti will ask you, do master need something from the horse? I can ask the lads to bring it to you.
Do I have saddlebags? I don't know. I guess I would, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, but you don't really have anything. Like, if you have extra weapons and stuff, you have them on the saddlebags. And
Can I just say I've forgotten something and I'm just gonna take it? And it's gonna take 2 seconds. He doesn't need to ask anyone.
Yeah. Of course, yeah. Just go in there.
I mean, it's just an excuse to take something.
Yeah. Like he says, yeah. You're welcome to. Of course, go in.
Okay, right. Well, then I just go in and grab random crap in the bag, and I look around.
All right, there we go. So I haven't put in any animals in here, but there's horses in all the stalls, and they're all yours, like all Magnus horses.
Yeah.
The two that for the cart, and then the 4 other ones, the one Magnus riding, and the 3 ones that you guys have available to ride. They're all in here, and there's a young lad brushing one of them, and he looks up. Master, do you need something?
Yeah, don't worry about it, boy. You're doing a good job. Just keep on doing what you're doing, and I just grab random stuff.
Roll a perception check.
Alrighty.
A DC 10.
Fuck it.
Okay, that's okay. So let's go to Polka. Mane, what do you want to do?
Yeah. As I wrote it in the chat. I would like to, when I've eaten, I would like to approach one of the girls. Maybe the one in blue, or maybe one of the other ones. I don't know. The first one that I managed to catch, and I like to ask. So the man in the corner, he's the owner of the place.
Yes, master. That's Master Vretgalt. He's been there he sits there almost every day. I haven't seen him move in a long time actually.
Vretgalt.
Vretgalt, yeah.
Vretgalt. Okay. And does he? I heard that his father came all the way from Westmark.
Yeah, yes. That's correct. His father built this whole place. Sadly, and he leans in a little bit and whispers to you, "The master hasn't."
I lean in to show that I'm also very keen on listening. And I would yeah.
The master hasn't really ever been as how to say, as hardworking as his father ever was. When he was young, he was quite spoiled, I heard, and he's not a nice master. So we try to not disturb him. If he's sleeping in the corner, that's how we like it. We can run the business ourselves.
That's I wish you better fortunes in the future then, but I promise I will. None of this will leave my tongue.
Yeah, he's usually sleeps all day. I think he serves himself in the morning when he comes down, and then he drinks until he falls asleep. And then when we come here and do our work, he's already sleeping in the corner. But yeah, like I said, that's how we girls like it. At least it doesn't bother us then.
Okay.
So I would, at this point, come up asking, is there any, so I'm a traveling blacksmith by trade. Is there anything that you need repaired while I'm here?
Is there ever, she says. What is your specialty, Master Blacksmith?
So I work with metals mainly, but I can also do woodwork. But I'm more focused on metal work mainly.
Actually, we do have some barrels that need repairing, if you would be willing. The metal frames have been corroding and falling apart, and we haven't had a blacksmith here in quite a while.
I see.
I just want to say that I would go up to the common room then and get myself situated to sleep, to rest.
And then I will reveal the common room. So I put the second floor.
You don't have to do anything for me. I just want to say that I exit the scene and leave it to Bodgear, so you don't have to focus on me.
No. I'm just gonna open up so you can see how it looks like on the second floor. So the second floor is, if you look above the map.
You have it separated.
Yeah. So here's the second floor.
Okay. That's what we can see. We get up in the corridor from
right. You come up in the it's the same. It's the same size, kind of the same size as the main room. Maybe a little bit smaller. But you come up in the top left corner, and there's a corridor, and then you know the common room is to the first or to your left. So that's the beds in there.
I get that.
There is 2 rooms on the south side, and in the end of the corridor on the north side there's another smaller room.
Okay. I'll just as I said, don't focus on me. I'll be
don't worry.
Leave it to Bodgear.
All right. So how much does the master charge for per barrel?
How much do I charge?
I think there's some rules actually for how much you charge. I can look it up. So you guys keep playing, and I'll look it up for you.
Right. I think it's like 1 silver per day or something like that. But if it's like a handicraft thing,
wasn't it per hour?
Yeah, I think it's in the master guide.
Yeah,
game.
I'm looking it up.
Take a look. Did you ever do this kind of work before, Bodgir?
I mean, I'm not sure what kind of work I would have done. I've done an undetermined amount of work in said past.
Right. You kind of travel around as a blacksmith for a while, right?
For a bit, yeah.
So you probably would have done that. Okay, craftsman per hour. What's your level of hard materials?
I think it's journeyman. I'm
Yeah.
level like 2 in metal and level 1 in woodwork.
Right. You get metal. You get a half silver per hour. 50 copper per hour. As a journeyman.
Okay.
So she shows you back into the kitchen, in the door behind, and there's 2 women in there. One of them is quite similar to the girl that's walking around in the common room for some reason. I don't know why. And she just tells the girls in there some name. Show the master blacksmith down to the broken barrels, if you girls please. You see there's like a food being cut up and stuff like that. You see the vegetables that you guys ate. There's a hearth and stuff like that. And in the top left corner there's a hatch in the floor that you're guessing leading down to the...
They're taking me to the basement.
Actually, I need to get the basement into this scene.
I mean, we can just pretend.
Oh, that's
We can just pretend that everything's fine.
Okay.
Use the power of the mind.
Mind? There we go.
Oh no, there's a basement.
So you come down into the basement. See, it took me a long time to do all of this, you know? There we go. Beautiful, huh? See?
There are many barrels.
All of this I put out myself. One thing at a time. Hardworking, huh? Hardworking GM. Took me like 2 days to do this. So she just shows you to the broken barrels. There's quite a lot of barrels, like massive barrels in the middle with what you guess are beer or something, meat maybe. There's a few like mugs, like tasting mugs, you guess, on a table. And there's just all kinds of sacks of food and sacks of crap, and half of it seems quite old. It seems like they're not really using all of these.
Well.
So yeah, they show you to some broken barrels. You can kind of see the broken barrels there, right?
Oh man, these barrels sure are broken.
And they will take you 2 hours to finish.
And this is hard materials, are we doing?
Yeah, it's metal. So you need some kind of little workshop, I guess. Maybe they would have some kind of workshop for that kind of... Yeah, like you need to bend it in and stuff, right?
For just fixing some barrels,
Yeah. You have...
My crafting, my large, well, my ordinary sized crafting kit.
Yeah. They would definitely have the equipment you need. Like, maybe you need like something to bend it in, and you need to be able to... Yeah, you have some equipment for that. No problem. So you do that for 2 hours.
Oh.
So sit there for 2 hours. What about Corbly?
Corbly is just gonna head straight up to the communal bedroom, and I'm gonna sit and look out the window because I've never done that before.
Yeah, cool. So the back side of the house, there is also an opening in the barricade with a door that you can kind of like a gate. And there's just woodlands behind there.
Yeah.
And we're kind of on a hill, like
even better.
Like the southern part where you went on the road. This road is still following the ridge of this kind of hilly valley, right? And you're kind of up on this ridge with it's kind of weird. It's kind of like a valley on one side with hills, and then there's like a little bit forest on the other side. and this one is like on top of the ridge. This tavern.
So it's very, very steep down this side, the northern side.
Yeah, it's quite steep on all sides actually.
Can I spot something weird or odd, or is it just forest?
No, you see the forest continues for a bit, and then there's a fields again. You can see some. There's a farm a bit further away, and there seems to be some smoke coming from it. But as you can remember from traveling the road before that, the north side of the road was mostly like more populated than the south.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So what about Vig? Where are you going next?
So if I haven't found anything suspicious in the barn, I would take a gander around the orchards, but I don't see anything on the map. That's really.
If you want, you can do a find hidden things skill check.
Yes, please. I'm not really good at it, but who knows?
In shadow arts, right?
I am.
And remember, you have the sheet in the Roll20 as well. You can click on
Finding
that.
and spotting, is that it?
Yeah, finding and spotting.
Well, it's exactly the same as if I did a perception check. But apparently I'm better at it.
All right. You notice there's a hole in the roof
Oh,
in the top left corner.
okay. Here.
Yeah. And it's dark up there, but you're guessing it's the hayloft. So the roof looks kind of rotten in that corner.
Okay, well, I will open and take a look, but I'm not expecting.
You can't reach. It's too far up. You can't reach it. You just see there's a hole in the roof. You do remember there's a ladder on the outside though.
On the outside, so the guard would see me.
On the south side, next to the cart.
Okay, so I can grab it and use it without anyone seeing me.
You can probably go. There's a door there, so you can go up that way. It's like a hayloft hutch, like a.
Oh, okay. So you mean outside? There's a. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I'll do that, and yeah,
Right.
no one should see me, right?
So as you go past Soti, he just asks you if you found what you were looking for.
Yeah, great. And the stable boy is doing great work.
Oh, I'm happy to hear that. Okay, so you walk up, and as you reach and pull yourself up, you look into the hayloft, and it looks like this. You can see in the north part of the map there. I revealed it for you.
Okay, so there's hay.
Yep. And
Yes,
you see the hole in the floor in the corner.
Okay, well, I will look. And do I see anything by just looking?
Roll a perception check. DC 10. But you can use this finding and spotting as well if you want.
Is it the same? It's 10.
Yeah.
No.
Nope.
11 again.
Well, you do notice that there's not a lot of hay in here.
Well, they are poor, so.
Yeah. And you see that you guess that the north wall, it is the same wall as the second floor of the inn.
Well, I guess I would be curious about the hole, so I would climb up and go try and understand why the hole is a hole.
Okay, so do another finding and spotting on the hole then.
Ugh, I think a pigeon did that.
No, you can't see really what the reason would be. You kind of look up at the roof, and the roof seems quite okay. So maybe something heavy was in the corner at some point and fell through or something.
But there's nothing on the floor of the barn, right? So,
No, they just look a little bit rotten. Like they need to be changed, you know.
In the back, there are some balls of hay, right?
Right.
Can I just like poke around?
Yeah, do another finding and spotting check. It's going so well anyway.
Yeah, it's crap.
My God.
Oh, you're not.
I'm the worst investigator.
We just have averages of skill values. That's all. No?
So I guess nothing jumps out.
No, it's just hay.
I will just climb down and think, hey, this is a nice
Hayloft. Yep, pretty much.
Hey,
Hey, look, all the hay! Funny. All right, so you climb down again. Do you want to check some other place out? There's like a little courtyard, some stairs down towards the gate that you came from in the south. When you look to the left, to the west, you see there is another wooden staircase that seems to be going down from the barricade down, and there's no gate at that point. There's a little bit of a stone wall though, kind of like a shelter almost.
So it's there, right?
Yeah. So when you look over the edge, you see there's kind of like a wooden bridge. It's quite steep actually down here. So this kind of wooden thing leads down to a meadow there.
Well, I will take a look.
Let me just move. Let's
Because
see.
I'm a curious boy.
Yes, if I can move my camera a little bit.
Roll for falling off the ladder.
So there's no ladder. It's kind of like a steep staircase that somebody built. It doesn't look very sturdy though.
Well, I'm quite agile, so that wouldn't be a problem.
You can see my beautiful road. So there's there's like a little path that leads from the road. You can kind of see the road to the south, continuing, and then there's a path that leads through the meadow. And it's like I said, it's like kind of a little bit mountainous and steep here. Oh fuck, hell! I clicked on the go back button. That's not good. I managed to click the back button on my mouse. Good work, Patrick. I'm just loading into the game again. But it's just like a meadow. It's quite lush. There's a little bit of plants and stuff down there. Like
And I mean, it's just a meadow.
yeah, it's just a meadow,
Well,
and then,
I
and you
will
can
take
you
a
look
look.
up and you see the barricade and stuff, and it's quite high up above you actually. The inn.
And this doesn't connect to the road, right? It's just
No, it's just a path that goes from the road up here. It's not a proper road. It doesn't seem like people like travel up here. It's just like people that live here that are moving up
no,
here.
but I
sometime.
mean, this is still an access to the inn's courtyard without any guard.
Yeah, but you do see there's a guard tower a little bit further north, inside of the barricade, and you see two gruff-looking men looking down at you. They have bows both like on their back, and they're both drinking something. Kind of like this, imagine like a proper wooden tower with like a railing, and they're kind of leaning on the railing, just drinking something and looking down at you.
I would wave at them and smile.
One of them raises his mug a little bit and takes a swig.
And walk around in the meadow as if I was enjoying the scenery. And,
Because I'm not enjoying it, okay? Just pretending to be enjoying it.
well, I mean, I guess I would, but yeah, I would make it obvious. To
Yeah, the meadow, like it goes all the way around to the north, to where the northern entrance is, and that's kind of like a ramp going down. It's much more gradual on the north side, and very steep on the west side.
Okay. But ultimately, this just leads back to the old road.
The north side seems to lead to a smaller road that goes towards the what you guess are farmsteads further up north,
Okay, but I'm not gonna.
and that the path that you follow in the meadow, it connects with that road
Okay.
in the north.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna journey there right now, so I'm gonna head back and continue my little work around.
Just casually enjoying the scenery.
Yeah. Not at all planning tactical withdrawals and such.
What? Why are you planning anything?
Nothing
Well,
bad
guess-
could ever happen.
Right, so I mean, I just walk around the wall, I guess, since there is nothing really interesting. So if anything,
Yeah. So, which way do you go? Like, I guess you go to the north and then walk around that way.
I was going to the south, but
All right.
doesn't really
Sure.
matter.
Oh.
Just walk around,
Right.
look
Right.
around if anything is there.
You go on the inside, so that the wall seems quite sturdy all the way around. Actually, compared to the rest of the inn, this seems much better maintained. There's a few girls and some younger boys working in the vegetable garden that you're walking in right now. And it's quite a not like medium-sized compound, you could say. And the walls doesn't seem to have any noticeable weaknesses around. But it's just like a barricade. You can't go on top of it or anything. And it's maybe 3
You
meters
helping
high,
me?
3 meters high maybe maximum. So like you can't jump over it. But if you had a ladder, you could climb over it probably.
Well, I guess if I was very agile, I could climb it.
Yeah.
freely.
Yeah, probably.
It's just a few meters, right?
You could ask
Yeah.
someone to give you a boost.
That would also work.
Could do
That would definitely work.
Okay.
If only you knew someone who was tall and strong.
Or someone who could walk on walls.
You're really going to use magic here in front of all these people?
Can I continue walking around, or is this like a block?
No, you can continue there. It's just like a perspective.
Yeah, right.
So
okay,
you can walk behind. There's a few meters behind there.
Yeah, okay. So I walk around, and there's the other entrance,
Yeah, exactly.
and nothing suspicious, I guess.
No, just
I will finish my walk by continuing around the building, and I will look at the tower from under the tower, so that the guys can look at me.
yeah. They don't seem to be looking at you. They
They
didn't
can
notice
see me
you come up from that
okay.
way. No. They
And,
seem
yeah,
more
just-
concentrated on the south part of the compound.
I guess it's just a typical tower with the
Yeah,
ladder.
wooden tower. It looks quite newly constructed though.
Okay, and I guess the ladder is the only way up.
Yeah.
Can the ladder be removed? Or is it attached?
This one is attached, I would say.
Okay.
No, it can be removed. Yeah, it can be removed. They
Okay.
can pull it up.
Yeah, I guess they could if it was a serious watchtower.
It has like hooks
Mhm.
in the top, so it like hooked to the railing in the top, I guess, or to some kind of pole in the top there.
Okay.
So it would be quite hard from the bottom to get it off if you're not very strong. It's a quite sturdy.
Yeah, I can't just kick it away.
No, and it's like maybe 5 meters tall or something. It's kind of the same height as the actual inn.
Okay. Big ladder.
Big ladder.
Okay. Well, I guess the last thing would be to take a look at the well, because wells always have secrets, right?
Well, do a finding and spotting now.
Ding, ding, ding. Fuck it up.
It's a well. There's water in it. You guess. You can't really tell because it's kind of dark down there. But you drop a stone and it says plump. So you guess.
Like plumped in water.
Yep.
Okay.
And you get this.
It didn't say, "Oh, this is so plump."
And you get this feeling like, not you guys, but some kind of other adventurers at some point fell down into a well and couldn't swim and almost died in a troll cave somewhere far away. And
had
then
to
you get
build
kind of forget
a
about it.
staircase out of spells.
But yeah, there's like a bucket and stuff, whatever you kind of expect around a well.
Well, having found nothing because I am the worst at finding anything, I would just go back. I would just take a look at the guard here. Does he look strong? Does he have weapons? And
He has like a wooden club, like a two-handed club that he looks like he knows how to use. But he's quite fat. He's like just leaning against the wall there.
How do you know? How do you look like you know how to use a wooden club? I
the-
really, really want to know.
The way he's holding it, like it looks like he knows how to handle it. You know.
You
Don't
can
question
tell the way he holds a two-handed weapon, like he would have one hand on the shaft and the other at the ends.
It looks like he knows how to handle a shaft, so to say.
Yeah.
But I mean, you can do a fighting check if you want to know if he's good at it or not.
Oh, yeah, sure. I mean, I'm.
And if you have two-handed weapons speciality, you can use that as well.
Oh yes, maybe I'm better than perception at this. Two-handed weapons.
Yeah, because you do use two-handed weapons, don't you?
I do. I'm great with shafts as well.
Let's see how good he actually is at this.
Oh, I'm so great at shafts.
What's your total SV in two-handed weapons if you put all of your points in it?
22, 21. Yeah, 21.
All right. So just roll under 21 then.
Well, I can't fail.
Well, you can. 20. I wouldn't be surprised. Okay. Yeah, you can definitely tell that he knows how to, like, he's holding it correctly, and even though it's a kind of basic wooden club, he does look like he knows how to handle it. But maybe he's a little bit out of practice, and you think that you're probably better than him at it.
Well, I would crack a joke about shafts, but I don't think he would enjoy that.
He seems to almost be sleeping at this point, so he's kind of leaning with his eyes half closed against the wall, and the sun is kind of on its way down now, so he's kind of enjoying the last few strands of sunshine.
So he's sleeping and looking really competent.
He doesn't look competent. He looked like he knows how to handle a shaft.
Okay.
Like he's fat and lazy. You can definitely tell. It's just like making people not want to fight. And if they do want to fight, he could probably fight a little bit.
I could stab him in the guts and that.
Because he's big. He's a big guy. You know, like he's tall and almost as wide as tall. You know.
So he's the biggest out of them. Great.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
It's called Soti the Fat, after all.
After assessing this great warrior's prowess, I would go back into the inn and go to the old Viren gentleman having a hangover, I guess.
You want to go to him in the corner?
Oh, he's gonna wake him up.
Oh, yes, I will.
Roll a perception check, DC 15.
15. Oh, great.
I don't think we actually ever know the name of the owner.
Yes, I did, but I forgot what it was.
Oh,
Vretgalt. Oh, perfect.
Could you write that down?
Yep, I will.
So now I know everything about this guy, his past, his future, and his favorite color.
Maybe the favorite color bit, but
Vretgalt.
Maybe I will know.
There's a pungent smell around this old man. It smells metally.
Metal?
oh, it was him.
I guess you would say beer. That's.
It was food.
And of course, there is old food and stale beer as well. So you stand next to him, and it kind of reeks.
Of metal?
Kind of like metal. That's the closest you can think of.
What kind of metal?
No special kind of metal. Does different metal smell differently?
What the fuck?
I don't know. Does it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
smells like iron.
And does it have?
Fucking guy's dead.
What do you want to do?
Well, I would look at him and try to see where the metal scent is coming from, and if he doesn't answer, because I guess he wants.
Are you saying something?
No, I meant if I can't see anything on him.
No, it's like lying with his face on his arms, like he's sleeping in a pool of beer.
So I guess I heard the part where they said that he was Viren, right?
Yeah.
So I would just tap him on the shoulder and say, in Viren, hey, old boy, what's your story?
When you tap him on the shoulder, he doesn't seem to notice at all.
I would tap him, gently slap him in the face, like, hey.
He's lying with his face on the boards of the table, so you can't really slap him.
He's like lying face down like
right.
this.
Yeah. So you can slap his back of his head if you want.
Yeah, I'll do that.
It says like this, and then his head moves a little bit.
So he's really.
And the woman behind the desk looks really like freaked out, and she says, "Don't wake the master. Let him sleep."
He's not gonna wake up soon, I guess.
He wakes in the evening, goes to bed, and comes down in the morning.
Actually, probably don't know about that.
Can I put my hand in front of his nose and check the breathing?
Sure. You don't feel anything.
Okay, so can I grab him by the ears and move his head around?
Yeah, sure. He has pretty big floppy ears, so it would be easy.
I guess he just flops around, right?
It's kind of a little bit hard to move his head. Like it's kind of like it's.
I think I know about cadaveric rigidity, right?
Yeah. Do you have care, like first aid and?
No, but I mean warriors know that corpses go stiff, right?
Would they care to check the corpses after they kill somebody?
For stuff.
Yeah, but that's just straight
I mean, I think this would be a common knowledge because it's harder to.
To be honest, if you were to imagine Solveig killing an enemy, wouldn't you imagine him stealing all the armor pieces, the weapons, and everything?
I'm serious. I guess looters know that it's harder to remove rings, right?
Okay, let's say that's quite common.
Grave robbers might. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, go ahead, Mona.
I would say that for us, it's common knowledge that corpses grow stiff in death, rigor mortis, and all of that, because it's a well-documented medical phenomenon. But this is a very primitive world where there's a lot of superstition about the dead. So people don't really study the dead that much. They mostly get rid of the dead as quickly as possible, so that they don't come back and actually start to move and stuff.
And when you loot the dead, they are just like recently killed, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And it hasn't started yet.
So I would say it wouldn't be common sense, but that's just me. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
Okay, I imagine that a long battle, like if there was more than 2 people fighting, then it could be like, well, I'm gonna loot this person, I'm gonna loot this person, I'm gonna loot this person.
What's your battle experience, Sylvig?
Well,
like the fighting speciality or something.
Okay, so with live people, a lot. With dead people, not so much, I guess.
Right.
So what's my fighting? My fighting is. Wait a minute. So fighting is 10.
Right.
And armed fighting is 11.
What about your battle experience?
It's 1, so total of 10. 11 SV.
Let's roll that then and see if you know about it. Either that or care, first aid.
I have nothing in care.
Right, that's what I thought.
And I have 15 if you go into fighter. Would I roll for battle experience? No, it's a fail.
I guess you haven't really thought about this part of death before.
Okay.
But it's definitely not normal that he's.
But I mean, I've been moving it around and he's not breathing.
Right.
So I would just look up at the girl and say, "He's not moving soon. Don't worry. He's very not gonna be moving anytime soon." And I look at her like, "You know what I'm saying, right?"
What do you mean?
I would slap him in the face and say, "Do you think he will let me do that?"
You mean the master? The master is. He's dead?
Well, I don't know. Come and check out on him, but I'm pretty sure he is.
She slowly moves closer, like she doesn't really want to. And
then you go, "Gotcha, he's alive."
He's not gonna be happy with you now. And she kind of like reaches forward and touches his cheek, and she says, "He's stone cold." You must be right.
Oh, Steve Austin, what?
I thought he was just sleeping.
How long has he been sleeping here?
I haven't. I mean, I thought he came down and grabbed a drink in the morning and then was asleep when we woke up.
Are you
I have
sleeping
seen he's been
at
sitting
3
there
in the
for.
morning?
He's been sitting there at least for 2 days.
So no one said anything when he didn't go up yesterday,
We thought he went up in the evening when he woke up, you know.
and no one went into the common room and saw him during the night just lying there.
We usually don't spend a lot of time here in the night.
But I mean,
But food.
someone would have gone to piss outside and seen him, right?
Yeah, but you know, also it's kind of dark in the night, so maybe nobody noticed it. You know, we try to not disturb the master if we can avoid it. If he's sitting there
Well, you
drinking,
won't
that's
disturb him,
better
no?
than him doing other things.
Okay, so that was your master then.
She doesn't look very sad.
And you don't look very sad about it.
Well, I guess that's life, huh?
Yeah, I guess so. So he was.
She looks back over her shoulder to the door and shouts, "Soti, come in here!" And the big man comes in.
I don't want to completely ruin the scene and everything, but there is something I would like to do and talk with Corbly. So before things escalate too far,
Yep,
maybe
sure.
we can possibly cut to.
Definitely, let's do that.
I don't want to take away.
No, don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it. Okay, so you guys are up on the second floor in the common room. Did you
Yeah.
take the beds next to each other, or
I just took one of the beds next to the window
You
because
like-
I want to look out the window because wow.
right?
Mana might have taken the bed next to Corbly, maybe, possibly.
Well,
Did you or did you not?
You can move him and put him there. Then.
Anyway, so Mana will turn to Corbly and so how's the view?
Oh, it's really good. It's like climbing a tree.
Yeah.
You know, elves just live in tents.
I did not know that. No, that's interesting. You
Are they
you
not?
live a you live a very different life, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah. Now I live a very different life from all the other elves too.
True. Coming into houses that have multiple floors and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Mana has seen this kind of places before.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the monastery where Mana grew up was probably a 2-story building at least, or something, or like, so yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
This is nothing new for him, but he's a bit fascinated by Corbly's fascination. Like,
Right.
yeah.
You like this shit?
But you know a lot about the forest, right? And how to find things in the forest, find animals or herbs and stuff.
Not a lot, but I know enough.
I've been looking for some things, and I thought maybe I don't know anything about how to survive in the forest at all. But maybe you could could help me find some things.
Yeah, sure. What? Do you need?
Juniper berries, and let me just. I have a list, and he checks a list that he actually wrote down. Juniper berries and birch sap and moose antlers, specifically king moose antlers. If I can get my hands on some of that, I should be able to brew something, a healing balm, wound balm, that would help us recover in case anyone gets hurt.
I could help you with the berries, but I think maybe going to Solvig for the deer antlers would be better. He feels like he knows more how to murder animals.
I mean,
Okay.
who's got the highest hunting hit?
Who does have the highest hunting skill?
I mean, I've got 7.
Oh, that's higher than me.
Uh,
I have 5.
It was me all
No,
along.
6.
oh, this is so sad. Okay. Yeah.
So
Okay,
you need moose antlers, junipers, water, and birch sap.
Yeah,
For
and brew
good
that
one.
into a paste that you could add into, because it's the
Oh.
only other healing extract other than Gava Bloom, which is super expensive and only grows in Westmark. So it's like I miss Gava Bloom because it was such a good healing extract, but like in these lands I have to make do with this cheap crap.
Rekishi, Patrick,
Hmm?
could I do like a spot check from the window and see if I see a birch?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do a terrain, I guess. Forest.
terrain,
maybe?
terrain
some-
knowledge.
I think there's a terrain knowledge.
Yeah,
skill, right?
land knowledge.
Yeah. Maybe, or maybe just a perception check, since you know how a birch
Oh,
looks
terrain
like.
experience, forest.
Right. Yeah. If you have that,
Yeah, okay.
you can add that to your skill roll. Okay, I'm gonna grab myself
Yeah.
paper with like the character sheet, and now I can take a look. Do we have this skill? We do have. There's botany, if you want to see something specific, but that's just a birch, right? A birch is kind of common
I'm
knowledge. I would
looking
say.
for white trees in the forest.
Right. So just do a. Okay, you succeeded, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's some birches down in the meadow to the north there.
I'm just gonna point them out for Mane and say like, there's birches right over there. We can go collect some tomorrow or later today.
Yeah, that sounds good. I mean, it's a bit late right now because it's the evening, right?
Yeah. The sun is pretty much down.
Let's do that in the morning then before we leave.
Yeah.
That's one thing. That's good. Thank you.
No problem.
Cool. But that was all you wanted to.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, that's okay. So Bodgear, you just finished the last few barrels. And
My beautiful drawing must have helped.
oh yeah, you have a beautiful drawing. What is that? Is that a? What is it?
Look, it's hard to draw an upright barrel, okay? And then there's a bag
Oh,
with
okay.
stuff in it. And there's, hammer on the table and some of those tong thingies. I don't know.
And is it red?
Well,
You painted on the barrel. What is the red thing above it though?
It's a bag. It's a bag.
Oh,
So,
okay.
look, I don't have a huge selection of colours, okay?
Yeah, that looks beautiful. Thanks for that. We had one viewer, but he left now. All right, so I guess you guys all make your way up to the common room at some point. Or does anybody want to do anything else before you go to bed?
So I'm done.
Well, I want to know what's happening with the dead guy.
Oh yeah. We haven't finished that yet. So Soti comes in and just like kind of looks through the door and what's the matter? And she said, the master is dead. He said, what? And he rushes over and like pulls the old man upright. And yeah, he's very dead. Like his eyes are open, kind of like looking like this. And he's quite dead. His face is totally white, actually.
Can I do a quick look up and down and see if he had anything valuable in him?
Sure, finding and spotting, I guess.
Just professional work here, nothing personal.
Well, you succeeded.
Success. Okay.
I guess. He's wearing, like, he has a CX. That's normal CX, like everybody has. And he's wearing quite nice but dirty and old cloth, like Viran cloth. And you can't really see anything of value just by looking at him.
Is he wearing anything that would identify him as from one of the houses of Viran or something like that, or his profession in Viran society?
Roll a knowledge check. Well, I guess it's
Viran culture thing.
culture knowledge, yeah, for Viran.
Cultural knowledge, Viran. Okay, it's 5. Apparently, I can't know anything about my own culture. Oh, right. He must be a lawyer.
Again, I don't want to interrupt or but no, forget it. We can take it.
I want elderberries now.
You're not actually right now. You're not even sure if it's Viran.
Okay.
Maybe it's not Viran. You kind of thought so, but now you kind of think that maybe it kind of might just be something that looks like they want to look like it's Viran kind of clothes.
I bet he's the kind of guy that just pretends he's Viran to get money from the tourists.
Well, he's not any kind of guy right now anymore.
I mean, he's one kind of guy. A dead guy.
Mm-hmm. Soti kind of grabs him and he kind of lets out a big sigh and says, I guess we should bury him, huh?
And you know you have no master anymore.
Well, I will take care of things.
Oh.
Will you?
Oh shit, son, he's gonna become the new man.
Is that how things work around here? Gods become masters of inns?
Like, as far as you can tell, him and the 2 guards in the tower are the only free men in the whole place.
Mm-hmm.
And most of them are women. Which, they can own things, but they're all thralls. Right?
Okay.
So, you reckon that he would be the only... If the master doesn't have any children or like a wife or anything like that. But Sote looks quite happy about it. And none of the girls seem to be saying anything else. So.
Okay, so I would just leave him do his thing, and then I would go to Magne.
Okay, you want to find Magne?
Yeah.
Okay, how do you find him?
Well, he went to his private room in the upper floor, right?
Yeah, there's 3 rooms that you haven't seen in the upper floor.
So I will go to the upper floor and I will find the room of Magne's room, and I will knock and say, Master Magne.
So which room are you knocking at? The first one, the second one, or the third one?
So they are all closed then.
All the doors are closed, yeah. Like if you go up on the second floor, on the right side, there's one door. Then there's the common room door on the left. And then there's another door on the right, and then there's a fourth door on the left.
Can I look through the keyhole or the crack of the door to see which one is the right one?
Which one do you want to check?
Well, the first one first.
Okay. Yeah, take a look in through the keyhole, and it looks dark in there.
Okay, second one.
Also dark.
Third one.
Also dark.
The fuck? Okay.
It's late, they're probably sleeping.
Okay. You know what? I will knock on a wooden surface around between every door. And I will say, Master Magne, are you awake?
The first door on the right side opens up a little bit, and you see Master Magne's face sticking out. Master Solvig, is anything amiss?
Yes, we need to speak, and I enter now.
Sure.
It's important.
Come in. Let's try to keep it down, though. The kids are sleeping.
Yes, we should.
So you go into the first room, and it looks like this.
Where is it? In the top, I guess?
Yeah, on the second floor. Huh?
Where am I? There, and then I'm there, and then I'm there. Here, right?
Yeah.
I sit on the chest, for example.
Sure.
So I would speak to him in hushed tones, I guess, not to wake up the kids.
Sure.
Master Magne, the master of this inn is dead. Is very dead. He's been dead from like 2 days. I just found out, and one of his guard decided he would now rule here, apparently.
Vretkalt is dead? I saw him in the corner. I thought he was just sleeping.
Oh no, he was dead from like at least a full day.
Oh.
If not more. And
So-
no one tried to wake him, apparently.
Oh, that's too bad. That's sad to hear. I didn't know him well, but I did meet both him and his father before. So who was the guard that wanted to take over?
The big guy that was at the door.
Oh, my cousin, you mean?
Is your cousin?
Soti, yeah.
Okay, and well, I'm sorry, but as you know, I'm not from here, so I wouldn't exactly know how these things work. Who would the inn go to in case of the master's death?
I thought Vretkalt had a wife. It would be his wife that would take over. I don't know if they have any children, but
And then if the wife was dead or missing,
well, it would still be hers if she's missing. But if she's dead, of course, I don't know anything about Vretkalt's family. I don't know if he has any other family here. He might have some. I think he might have a brother or something.
and just out of curiosity, assuming everyone in his family is dead, would that go to your cousin then?
I guess if nobody owns it, first come, first served.
I mean, the way things normally work like that is like they'd go back to their like liege lord, and then he'd give it away again.
Yeah, but
Stuff like
it's
that.
just a tavern in the middle of nowhere.
True.
So if somebody took it, it would be theirs.
But is this not on the land?
I mean, the land is owned by some.
Right.
Isn't the land owned by Magne actually, or someone?
No, I mean it was owned by the owner of the tavern. Maybe Magnus. Maybe we should have a talk with Soti in the morning to see how to solve this. I mean, we do have the thing right now, so it would be easy to solve it at the thing, probably.
So take him and go to the thing then.
I wouldn't want to leave this place unguarded, but we could maybe take the. We could bring the matter up to the shield-jarls as we go there for him.
Okay.
Maybe.
So we should maybe try and find out what happened to his wife.
Yeah, that would be a good start, I think. But it's late.
Okay. Well. All right. Okay. Well, go to sleep, master, and have a good night. And then I'll leave.
And to you too, Master.
Otherwise-
And to you too, Captain. At this point, you all go to bed. And I think it's a good time to take a little break.
Okay.
Because I need coffee. So if nobody else want to do something, let's take a break.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, cool. See you soon. All right, then we're back. So everybody got some snacks, some food, some coffee, right?
Mm.
Well, you have coffee. I don't.
I do
Yes.
have coffee. I do have coffee. It's a good thing because I can wake up. All right, so Sylvig, you just finished talking with Magne about the dead owner of the tavern being dead in the corner.
Yeah, and he looked like he didn't give a shit. So
He didn't know the owner that well, and honestly, it's not his business, I guess. So he
That's
just
how it
wants to
works.
go to bed and sleep. But it's been a long day on the road.
well, I don't like the big muscly guy saying this is now his domain. So I will wake up every fucking female in the house.
What, you're going to try and claim it yourself?
Well, no, because
Can I be the Inn King now?
We'll fight for it.
Could be
Forget
a.
like this.
I mean,
We'll
that
turn evil and take a...
I
was the
would-
troll king all the time.
I would definitely allow you guys to become innkeepers instead and have adventures in the inn. I can definitely do that if you want to. It's up to
Oh.
you guys.
A rat. Hey, that's an adventure. This session.
Right. So what do you do, Sylvig?
So I want to go back and check out if any of the girls are still in the common room.
I mean, right now when you come down again, the common room is empty.
Right. I'll check in the kitchen then.
Also empty.
What is in the kitchen? Let me take a look.
All right. So in the kitchen, on the right side, on the north wall, there's like a storage shelves with different products, food, and like bags of things. On the south wall, there's a big oven and like a cutting table, like a preparation table.
How big?
Quite big.
Could
Like-
it fit someone?
No. Maybe a kid. Maybe a kid could fit in there.
Maybe in pieces.
Yeah, probably.
That's how they do it.
And there's like some that looks quite rotten looking vegetables and stuff on the table. Doesn't look nice at all. Those are probably the vegetables that you guys ate before.
I didn't eat any of that crap.
Oh yeah? So then you're hungry at this point then.
Well, I've got my rations. I'm gonna use that. Thank you
Alright,
very
so don't forget to remove rations if you didn't eat.
Yes. I will.
But it's quite, I mean, you've seen kitchens before in taverns, I guess.
Is there anything sharp looking?
Yeah, there's knives and hatchets and stuff to cut the meat and
A hatchet.
like this kind of big knife, you know, like a small,
Yeah,
almost like small
which-
axe.
Yeah.
Like for like cutting off bones and stuff.
Yeah, butcher tools.
Butcher tools.
Okay, but nothing suspicious.
There's you see what you reckon is the way down to the cellar in the top left corner as well. There's like a hutch in the
Oh,
floor.
I will go to the cellar.
All right. So you come down to the cellar. The cellar is in the top right corner if you look in the roll 20. And it's full of sacks of semi-decayed food and barrels of whatever drinks. And in the middle there's like a table. And there seems to be some kind of activity there at some point. Quite a lot of like pieces of metal and old wooden boards lying around. The person that was there did not clean after himself very well.
Nope.
Was I there when he went to repair barrels, or is this a mystery to me?
I don't know. When did you go?
I mean, you probably heard him ask if they needed anything done, but I don't know how much attention you... Maybe actually no, because you went out quite quickly.
You did.
So I don't think you know that. I mean, if bodyguard didn't say anything about it, maybe you did not know. I mean, because you were walking around most of that time that he was down there.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I said nothing.
There's
This is the
some
mystery I need to solve.
right, and there's
Go
some
back.
newly constructed, newly repaired barrels standing at the side.
Okay, so someone worked on barrels.
Yeah, somebody were repairing barrels.
That's not very murdery, right?
Oh, I don't know.
No, I don't think so.
Depends on what you want to use the barrel for.
Yeah,
What
maybe
is
there's
that?
bodies
Is
in
that a
there.
hole in the ground?
Yeah, there's like a hole there.
What's in the hole?
It's just like a hole. Not very deep, it's just like people stand there a lot.
It's a shithole.
Yeah, it's a shitty hole.
All right.
There-
I won't look for beads in there.
Yeah, there's like some stoops, like some mugs that they use for drinking. There's like extra equipment for the kitchen. There's like boxes of stuff you don't know what's in it.
Can I open a box at random, or is it something that's hard to open?
You need to use like a crowbar pretty much to open it. It's like they close it with nails.
Okay. Can I knock on the boxes to try and guess what's inside?
Yeah, I mean most of them seem empty from the sound of it.
Okay. Okay. Well, I go around the room and check every box and.
Okay, so most of the ones that are empty, those are not like nailed shut. So you can open them. It's just wooden boxes. The ones that are not empty are all nailed shut.
Okay, and doesn't sound like liquids or.
No, it
pasta?
sounds like some maybe kind of stuffy. Maybe like cloth, like a lot of cloth or something.
Oh, dead bodies.
Who knows?
I would ask if I can shake them, but I guess they're too big for that.
They're quite big. Quite
It's
big.
not like a Christmas present that you can shake until you know what it is.
No, like you would have to be 2 people to carry those. If they're full.
Well, just take a look around. Nothing suspicious, I guess.
And I know there's a little bit of food down here on the table there, for example. What seems like the big barrels in the middle all have taps that you can get drink from. And the other barrels don't seem to have taps. There's some smaller barrels as well, like maybe with some kind of rarer vintages, perhaps, like wine or something.
Well, I would open the taps that I can open out of curiosity, but I guess it's just all beer and stuff.
And would you want to put anything underneath the tap, or just open it on the floor?
Just open it quickly and let it some drop and smell what is.
Yeah, it's like one is mead, one is ale, one is some kind of beer, one is something else that smells nothing. Like it's a white,
Nothing.
like a clear liquid.
But like no alcohol whatsoever.
It does smell alcoholic.
Okay.
You guess it's probably some kind of like stronger stuff.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, so nothing suspicious. Then if nothing is there, I will just go up.
I mean, you can roll finding and spotting if you want. That's how you find like secret things.
And I fell, unsurprisingly.
Oh, very surprisingly.
Wasn't it 11 though?
I still got 14.
Yeah.
Well, yes, so I mean, it just looks like a normal, badly maintained cellar full of crap.
Okay, so where is everyone then? They're not in the kitchen, they're not in the common room, they're not in the cellar. I guess they're not in the bar. Oh, I will take a look in the bar.
Okay.
Is anyone there?
The horses are there, and the boy that you saw before is still taking care of them. Well, he's actually not. He's sleeping in the hay, just south
Okay,
of you there.
I will go to the boy and wake him up gently.
And he wakes up and stands up. Oh, master, do you? Sorry, do you need anything?
So I step down to him and tell him, yes, I need something that probably only you can do. Do you know that your master is dead?
Yeah. I heard about it. I think they are all out burying him right now, in the backyard.
I heard that he had a wife.
Yeah, the master had a wife. She
What happened to her?
Yeah, she disappeared.
She disappeared. When? 2 days ago.
How good is this troll at math?
So, he says, it must have been a few weeks now.
And was that when the master started drinking himself to death?
I mean, the master has always been drinking, but yeah, I guess that's kind of when it started to get worse.
And did anyone go and look for her?
Master sent Soti out to look, but she disappeared in the night, so nobody knew, and I guess she kind of got a few days, what do you call it? Like, she was ahead of them. You know, like
Head start.
Head start, yeah. She probably got a day's head start, or at least a few hours head start. So, And Soti is not really. Don't tell him that I told you, but he's not really the most hardworking person, you know.
Yeah, he doesn't look like the sharper tool in the shed either.
Yeah, so he didn't manage to find anything, just some tracks leading away from the tavern. But
Did the master love his wife?
the master loved his wife as much as he loved any of the trolls or women in here.
Because I mean, sending his lazy guy and then abandoning the chase.
He says,
to get
I
guns
think
back.
I think the master was mostly sad about his son.
What happened to his son?
They disappeared together, the wife and the son.
So just one day they.
Yeah, in the night. They were just gone in the morning.
Huh. 2 weeks ago. Well, a few weeks ago.
Yes. Was there something else I could do for you, master?
Well, unless you know anything else about this, I guess not. I'm sorry from the master and thank you for helping me.
Yeah, anything, of course. If you need anything, just tell me.
Last thing, do you know where they are burying the master?
Yeah, just in the backyard behind the vegetable garden, I think.
Okay, thank you, and I will give him 2 copper pieces.
He looks really happy. Are you sure? You don't need to give me anything.
No, you've been nice, and I mean you deserve it. Young boys
He pulls his breeches out a little bit, and then he puts them in an inside pocket. It seems like he has like a kind of inside pocket on his pants where he puts the money. Thank you so much, master, he says, and then he bows to you.
And if I need anything, I'll come back to you, right?
Anytime. Please come back if you need something.
All right, go sleep, boy. And
Yeah.
then I will leave him, and I will sneak to where they are burying the master.
Right, so maybe I can move some characters up here.
I just want to listen in, and if anything.
It's
anyone says anything.
interesting how they all still carrying their trays as they're burying the master. And I guess we need the master
They
here.
have to carry him on something.
Well, the big guy is carrying him. Well, was carrying him.
But he dropped him because he doesn't give a shit.
Beautiful. So great. All right. Yeah, they're all up there, like burying the master and stuff.
Okay, so I just want to sneak in at voice range.
So do a sneak skill check then.
Sneaky sneak. I mean, it's the night and I'm not going very close, I guess.
Yeah, so plus 10.
Plus 10, whoa. Well, I win. Oh, yeah, I guess I can roll 20. Come on! I don't win.
Come on.
How is that possible?
You're amazing at rolling in this in Roll20, man. So you start sneaking up along the house, but because it's so dark, you don't see the little hole in front of you, and you fall down and twist your ankle,
Of course.
making quite a ruckus. And the funeral party all turns around, but they don't seem to see you. It's so dark, but they did definitely hear you.
Well,
And you get 1 point of damage. 1 point of damage.
Arrow to the knee.
Right.
I used to be an adventurer. Then where is damage? Current body points. Boom.
Right.
Okay. So they didn't actually.
So the big guy, Soti, he says, "Is anybody out there? Show yourself."
I would say nothing and work to the side and change my hiding spot.
All right. Roll a camouflage check,
Camouflage.
but no plus because they know somebody's there.
Do I really need to roll camouflage and not
Hmm.
shadow?
Hmm.
Well, okay,
Because you're trying to hide yourself when you're lying still there.
I kind of hate you. La la la.
Aren't you one of Magnus' herdmen? What are you doing on the ground?
Well, I fell. What does it look like?
Are you alright?
Well, I think I twisted my ankle, but I mean, I've taken worse hits.
He says, go and help the master. And one of the girls runs over and helps you up.
So.
Would
what's
you like
this-
to join us as we bury the old master?
Yeah, yes, I would please continue. I was going to see if you needed any help, but I guess I can. I mean, call me if you need any help. But I guess you're already enough people, right? It's a bit crowded in there.
Well, you can help dig if you want.
All right.
So he hands you another shovel. All the women are shoveling. There's quite a big hole already. Soti is just standing there looking at them. He's not helping.
So I would look at him and say, "Not helping."
Well, that's what we have thralls for, huh?
Can I talk to one of the women in a lower voice?
Yeah,
So
if you jump down in the hole and help them dig, you can talk with them.
Okay, I'll do that, and I'll talk to one of the women and try for Salty not to hit me.
Yeah, sure.
So I pick one at random, I guess, because I don't know any of them.
Yeah. Well, the blue one is there, the one that's that you talked with before.
Okay, so I meet the eyes of the blue one and I'll tell her in hushed tones, "Is everything all right? Do you need help?"
Well, you're helping us dig already. We couldn't ask more of you. You don't really need to help us. We can do it.
I think you might enjoy some more help. This death and disappearance looks very shifty to me, and that guy over here is not helping, and he wasn't much help when he looked for the master's wife and his boy either.
Yeah, I mean, don't want to talk badly about our new master, but he's not the most hardworking man, you know. So he didn't really try hard when the master's wife disappeared. I even think he might have had an affair with the master's wife.
Oh,
Did you meet the boy in the barn? I think that's actually maybe it's the master's wife's child.
oh, so that was like 10 years ago.
I don't know, maybe. And one of the other girls looks up too. Yeah, I also heard something about that.
I mean, the boy is like 10 years.
Yeah, he's like 10, 11, 12 something.
Okay, so it's been going for a long time, eh?
Yeah, I think it was during that trip to the thing that year, where the master was sick and staying at home. Maybe then that must have happened then. Yeah, and then she left to visit her family in the north of the Stormlands, I think. Another one says, and they start gossiping. So Soti leans over the edge of the hole and says, "Stop talking and keep digging."
He says that while I'm in the hole?
To the women.
Right.
Master, you don't have to help us with this. We have enough. The women can take care of it. Don't dirt yourself.
Oh, don't worry. It's a Viren custom. We need to help. It's a religious thing.
That's quite good then. I mean, the master was half Viran at least.
Yeah, yes, he was. So I really need to help on this and try to save his soul. You know, angels and stuff.
Okay. I don't know about this, but I'm happy we have a real Viran here to perform the burial rites for us.
The bloody irony.
Please continue. Thank you.
Sure,
Yes,
and I'll go grab my my priest friend and together we'll be able to proper burials to offer proper burials to your master.
Oh, would you? Oh, he's a priest. The other.
Yes, he's a priest of the Viren god, you know.
Gave? Okay. He says. He kind of scratches his head a little bit.
You will fucking kill you.
I had a friend named Gabe. Is that the same one?
Yeah, well, in most languages, sometimes the B becomes a V. So maybe it's named after. Yeah, who knows?
He scratches his head again and he just kind of looks at you. We would be honored to have a real priest here with us to perform the burial rites, but it's quite late. Do you think he would be willing to wake up at this hour?
Oh, I'm certain he will. He will be joyful at the idea of saving the soul of one of
Our own.
our own. Yeah, our own, exactly.
Okay, so you guys keep digging and finish up in maybe like 30 minutes. And Soti lowers down the old man in the hole. And he says, Master, now would be a good time if your friend wanted to join us.
I will fetch him. Don't move anything.
Okay.
Don't move the body.
Okay, he says.
So I'll go back walking quickly to the common room and then the upper floor and bang in the middle of the room and say, in Viran, Mane, I need you right now.
And like, I get out of bed and I'm like, yes, what is it?
Everyone wakes up, by the way.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
everyone just comes.
Why?
What is it, Solvik? What happened?
Okay, so the dead guy, he was the master.
What dead guy?
Wait, someone's dead?
Someone's dead?
Oh yeah, right. You remember.
The dead guy.
Sorry.
You know the dead guy?
So, like, maybe you like fill us in as you take me down.
Fill them in. Tell them what happened in.
I know. I will.
In person, yeah, in character, please.
So yeah, you weren't there. So I've been running around for the past few hours. The guy in the corner, the master, you know, the drunk.
Yeah.
He wasn't drunk. He was dead for 2 days.
Oh my god!
You might have smelled the corpse.
I thought it was just the
Oh
food.
my god! I just thought, oh, bless his soul. He's dead.
Yeah, he's dead for real. And we have a problem. Kinda. I mean, so this guy, he dies after like a few weeks moping because his wife and son have disappeared. That was a few weeks ago. And apparently, I just learned from the gossips, the gossipy women of this house that the big lazy fucker. What's his name?
Sophie.
Huh?
Salty, that guy, he apparently had an affair with the master's wife, so we're currently in a clusterfuck of
And I just want to
fun
question here:
ones.
if as we're talking this on our way out, or are we still standing in the corridor just outside of Magne Bite's room? Like, how are we speaking in this? Who are listening to this? I just want to like.
I think we're still in the common room.
Yeah, I would just try to brief you as fast.
Oh right, yeah, but we're speaking Röna, right?
No, I switched to
Brock.
whatever.
Brock.
Brock.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Okay. Anyway, sorry.
So this looks shifty as fuck to me. I mean, the guy just took
Okay.
the body and said, "All right, now this inn is mine," and I don't like that motherfucker any bit. So yeah.
Okay, but why does it matter, my friend?
Yeah, I'm also wondering why do you care?
Well, I care because the lazy fuck is gonna probably enjoy his days, not lifting a single finger and probably doing whatever he wants to all this.
Okay, yeah, but what can we actually do about it? Well, you want to murder him?
Well, first thing, I went to Magne Bite, and I mean, if the wife is alive, then that guy should not actually get the inn according to the laws of this land, so we could actually try that angle. And
we've been gone for weeks. Tracking her would be difficult, and we don't have time for it. We need to get Magne Bite to the thing.
yes, but that's exactly what we can do. We can just grab the guy and present the case in front of the thing, and they should investigate, right?
I
mean, the guy had an affair with the girl. This really...
I don't know. How do you know that? Who told you about that?
One of the women.
I don't know much about things here in the Stormlands, but I don't think they would take the testimony of a thrall over the word of a man with a weapon to boot. I don't think anyone would believe that.
Oh, the fuckers! That's right. Okay.
So there's nothing much we can do, but he was Viran, and they asked about me.
Yeah, so I need you because somehow I got enrolled into doing burial rites.
Oh, you want me to?
Well, I certainly can't do it, right?
No. But this is so confusing. Okay.
This is so uncharacteristically for you. When have you ever cared about the well-being of others before?
I just scared that lazy fuck is going.
I don't want to be terrible, but Corbett has what kind of a point?
So what the fuck?
He was the one that wanted to save the thrall from being sacrificed.
I was never told about that. No one informed Corbly about that. So
yeah, okay. But
fair enough.
So I would look at Corbly and say, okay, so I think we should look about exactly what kind of thing you think about me, because we might have a problem here.
Are you gonna stab him with a dagger?
Yes.
Anyway, okay, I'll go and perform the funeral rites. I guess I haven't ever actually. I didn't finish my education.
Dude,
but I think I could do it. And I'm just gonna stumble down the.
So, hey, Mane, no one speaks Viran here, so just mumble jumble any crap you want in Viran.
That would be sacrilegious. I can't just. I didn't think they would be welcome in these lands. I don't understand.
What do you understand?
Polka, didn't you have a spell for tracking someone?
And I run up to Corbly as he like, don't you have a spell? And
did you say that aloud? Because I totally forgot. So if you said that in character.
Yeah, I said that in rock. You admitted to the ammunition earlier.
Oh,
yeah.
That's a great idea, Corbly.
Be quiet, all of you. And Manus is freaking out because he's so confused. Because he's like, "Oh, we want you to perform a tenets of need burial rite in the Stormlands, where my religion is basically hated." It's like, and you're a person who hates the religion itself. So why would you encourage me to do it? And then you.
And then I'm there like, can't you do that thing that everyone from your religion hates just before you do?
What is Borgir doing?
I'm just gonna go back to bed.
You like sit up for a while and look, and then
I've
okay,
been
fuck this.
working. I'm tired.
Yeah, you've been doing something for real. You've been serious about everything. Yeah, you deserve some rest. And Mana's just gonna run out and just look for the burial. Like,
Yeah, you find them quite easily.
Yeah.
They're standing with some.
Please, Mane, please. Can't you cast?
So I would clap Corbly on the shoulder and say, "Great idea, mate."
And I'm slowly approaching the burial site and the people there.
They're like holding torches and stuff, and
yeah.
And
I'm gonna approach Sutig and like, Solvig came and told me everything that happened. That the master had died.
yes, as you can see, and he points down in the hole, and the monster lies there like this.
He's not even covered up in something. He's just
No, he's lying there in the hole.
ah. Oh my.
I hope this is to your liking. We don't have anything to sacrifice.
Oh no. I am just confused. I did not know that he was a follower of the tenets.
Oh yes, he was. He did follow the tenets of Nid. It came from his father. He followed his father's religion. And when the master, your friend, what's his name?
Solvig?
Yeah, Master Solvig. When Master Solvig told me that there was a priest of Gava here, I thought that might be good.
Well, I wouldn't wish to intrude, but I will if it was his will, then I shall perform my duty.
Do you need a pole or?
No. The tenets of Nid are different from your Stormy. It's we do Gava does not demand blood. It is he only demands he only asks for our prayers and our good deeds. It's a very different religion. So no, I will not require anything. I'll just.
What would you like us to do?
Oh, you don't need to do anything. Just stand here, if you want, or you don't have to stand here. It's. I mean, it was his religion, and I don't know if you. Yeah, I don't think you shared it. But you can stand if you want to, but you don't have to. And man is just kind of stumbling through everything, sort of like how I am stumbling through everything. So it's very much in character.
You could make this into a sermon, and that way you could get some temporary divinity points.
Fuck it, why not? I mean, last time I tried.
Would it be fun if I resurrected him?
Oh, you!
Are you saying this out loud?
No. It's the animation of the dead is the. I just want to say though, there is actually a power. The third level of the healing power actually lets me resurrect the dead for real. Actually, bring them back, not animated. Actually, bring them back.
Because I might be interested in hearing the old guy's side of the story.
And there's also the second level of the necromancy spell is actually talk with the dead, specifically conjure the ghost and talk to them. Only things can go terribly wrong, and you might conjure the wrong ghost, which might try to possess you instead. It's all fun stuff. But anyway, that's just I'm just going crazy. Yeah, fine. I'll do a sermon and just try. And this is just like. This isn't a proper. This is so. I'm just. Okay.
I'm just kind of looking over here. Because I like how it works with the divinity points for like on
I mean,
page
the basic prayer time is like an hour.
Right, and that would give you 1 point.
Yeah, just 1 point, and it would go away at the end of the night, so it wouldn't be any point to doing it. It would have to be on some sort of sanctified ground.
But also, you can get more if there's more people praying with you.
Yeah, but they are not followers, so it wouldn't work. They would have to make their own religion checks, and they don't have anything in the religion and stuff. So it's like that was my point when he asked about what could we do. Like, you're not technically not followers, right? So there's nothing much you can do. But I don't want to disrespect you, but it's just. This is very unorthodox. Everything is very unorthodox.
Right. So, but they would have a skill value of 1. So I'm gonna roll for them anyway. To see, because they're following what.
Of them will see.
They're following whatever you are telling them to do, right? Okay.
I'm just looking up the Necromancer level 2 spell because I forgot that I have.
Oh my god, these
You have
rolls.
You have it.
No, nobody succeeded.
Jesus, those rolls were so close.
But wait. Pixie, do you have the second level necromancer?
Yeah, of course.
So you can talk to the dead man?
Yeah, of course I can. Who do you think Corbl is?
But oh my god!
Can I do stuff during the sermon?
Does Corbly go down with Mane?
No, I'm staying in the house.
I would grab Corbly. I need him.
All right.
What's going on, Solvig?
Okay, so Corbly, you look like a bright lad. That idea about the tracking was great, so maybe we could do that and try to find a woman, I guess, but we don't have time for that, so that's not a good idea. So the women that told me that Lazy Boy had an affair with the master's wife, they told me that actually the boy in the bar might be their child. So maybe we should go and talk to him and see.
Oh,
See whether he might know anything about this. What do you think?
Talk to some child?
Yeah, so he's...
I guess I could tell them a story. I don't know what you're getting at.
No, I'm just throwing ideas at you and bounce back. I mean, if you have any idea, tell me whether that sounds crazy or not, because apparently I am being crazy, according to everyone.
So, yes, sorry, but Mane got a perfect roll, right? So,
Mass conversion.
so what does that mean for the divinity points? You get double or something?
I don't think so. I don't know if there's ever anything said about that.
I'll give you double. You get 2 points.
Oh,
And
Hallelujah.
I guess they will dissipate 1 point per day or something, right?
Yeah, exactly. These
But
points.
it doesn't count with this day. So,
Oh, it doesn't. Okay,
no.
that's
Starting
great.
next. So just put that down. Yeah, 2 extra points. While Mane is out and doing this thing, you hear somebody snoring really loudly outside of the common room on the second floor. Really, really loudly. Like,
Guess that's board gear or Magne.
no, it's coming from outside. So yeah, could be Magne.
Outside?
Like
small boys.
Not in the common room. It's like it's one of the other rooms. You have the door closed, so you can't really tell which one.
Eh? Why would I care?
Yeah, just very loud snoring.
Okay.
And
So,
and then after like about 30 minutes or like
But,
20 minutes, it just stops for like 10 minutes, and then it continues again.
This is very mysterious. I would go to the barn and wake up again the stable boy.
Okay, so you go down to the first floor again,
And I'll take Corbly with me if he doesn't.
if he agrees.
Yeah, sure. I'll come with you.
So you go into the barn, and yeah, the boy is sleeping in the hay still. It looks quite peaceful. So you shake him or something, or what?
I shake him gently and I say, boy, I need
Uh,
your help. Remember me?
He's looking at you like with drowsy eyes, and then he says something under his breath, like. And then, yes, master. How can I be of service?
So I take out another copper piece. No, yes,
Mm-hmm.
piece of copper. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I look at him and tell him. So I've heard word in the street that. Do you know who your father is, and who your mother is? Well, your parents, really.
No. I don't know. I always been here.
Right. So you just remember being here and no one being your parents.
Yeah. I just was here.
You must get around quite a bit, right?
Yeah, I've been to that part of the compound and this one too. And I've been outside once in a while to pick some berries for supper.
Have you seen the master's wife, and
She was always very kind to me. I miss her.
What's his name?
She always gave me apple pie when there were apples.
Did you
That
ever
was
see
nice.
the master's wife and the guards going around together? Like,
If the master's wife needed to travel and the master was not with them, Soti would usually accompany her, of course.
But not on the farm.
I mean, they work together. They talk sometimes. She was very friendly to everybody, actually.
How long had Salty worked for the master?
Over 10 years.
Okay.
And
Like-
how old are you?
As
Okay.
old as I can remember. Maybe this much or this much or this much. I don't know. Nobody really keeps track of us thralls years. You know. Nobody really keeps track. I don't know.
Well, I guess you might be 10, right? Something like that.
10. How much is 10?
Well, you see.
I don't know if elves actually have 10 fingers, but I'm gonna hold up 10 fingers.
Ah, yeah, maybe like that.
Yeah, maybe.
More than 5.
Well, of course, more than 5, looking at how big you are.
And younger than you, I think. He looks up at you.
Yeah. I'm quite taller, so that would make sense.
Could I help you with something, master? Or I don't do that kind of things, you know.
That kind of things?
Yeah, I mean, if you wanted something else, I don't.
Can we step away from this subject? I very much do not feel comfortable.
Sure.
So how can I help you, master? Was there something else?
Oh, that's what you meant. Okay. I
Took
didn't
you
realize.
took you a while.
Okay. No, I just really wanted to know whether you knew your parents, but I guess you don't. So you never saw the master's wife and the guard doing anything suspicious.
I mean, people are talking.
Are they?
The women are talking about it. But they like to gossip, you know. I never saw them doing anything. But I never really paid attention either. I'm always very busy here in the stables.
Yeah, you work hard, I see.
Yes.
Not like that guy.
You mean Soti?
Yeah.
Yeah. He does his job. He stands outside, keeping people away.
Hard job. Crazy.
Yeah. Can I go back to sleep now, master?
Yeah, I guess I can. Thank you. And I give him a cup of peace.
Oh, thank you.
You've been great help. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, anytime. Anytime next morning, please.
Sure.
Hang on. What do you do in the stables?
Hopefully sleep right now.
No, I mean, aren't all the horses here Master Beatas?
Yeah, but we have horses sometimes, and sometimes we have the cows in here. We have to move the cows now when you came with the horses.
Oh, okay.
I just take care of it.
Good.
Oh.
Go back to sleep.
Oh, Ryan. Pop
Ryan
up and then
disappeared.
back.
Yeah, I don't know why I did that.
You're a bad man. But it's okay. All right, so, yeah. Anything else you want to talk with him about, or what do you want to do next? Okay.
So I would look at Colby and say, well, I guess that's a dead end. But are you guessing what I'm guessing?
I don't think so.
What do you think?
I don't know. Okay. We should probably ask someone else if this wife was kind to all the children.
Huh.
Yeah, you haven't seen a lot of children. Actually, you might only have seen this guy. There's like a lot of women, and then there's this kid.
So if there's a single
Yeah.
kid,
Yeah.
it wouldn't really work.
We can ask Magne to help us tomorrow. We're going out to find some birch either way.
Or what? With the tracking spell?
Yeah, or whatever.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm out of ideas, man.
I like that Ryan is actually sleeping in the bed while guess, during this.
He's been reading books about Danish.
Could I
Yeah.
just ask about like the prayer? Could I make it a 4-hour prayer?
4-hour burial.
So when
What time is it right now?
well, after an hour, you see that people they look quite eager to move on.
Yeah, okay, fine.
You can continue praying yourself if you want. You can tell them to move that their services do not need any more, and you will pray over the body or something.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they're free to go, absolutely. But if I could, I would like to keep praying for just 4 hours. If that's okay.
It's quite late now, though.
That's fair. Okay, I'll settle for 1 hour. That's perfectly fine.
Right.
You're already very generous. I just wanted to see if I could milk that.
Yeah, that's fine. That's totally fine. That's your job, huh? Milk the GM.
Yes.
So you finish the sermon, and they look very confused, and then they like push the gravel and sand and stuff.
Bury him,
earth,
cover him,
cover him up.
Return.
And they all start moving back to the barn. You see the women. They all make their way up to the hayloft. And Soti goes into sits at the bar and grabs a beer.
I'm pretty tired now, so I'll just go upstairs and go to bed. And I'm like, yeah.
And he turns to you when you walk past him and says, "Thank you, Master. I have no idea what you just did, but I'm sure the Master would have been happy about it."
I'm happy I could help however I could. Thank you for being so open-minded. And I'll just awkwardly leave.
All right, cool. So you make your way up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put back the women here in the tap room. In the kitchen.
Am I being jumped by the rest of the party?
I guess you kind of make your way quietly, right?
Yeah, sure, absolutely. I just want to go to bed.
All right. So when you come up in the corridor, you do hear a horrible snoring coming from further down the corridor, and as you take a few steps, it's kind of increasing in loudness. It doesn't seem to come from Magne's room. It seems to come from the second room on the right side.
I guess I'll approach that door and like listen a bit. Like, who is here, really?
Being a bit creepy, my boy.
Listening to people snoring. Yeah. Well, there's two rooms you haven't explored, but it's the one on the south part of the top floor.
That's not high.
It's that room over there.
It's actually the biggest room on the second floor, even bigger than Magnus.
And boom, the wife is there from the beginning.
When you get close to the door and you put your ear against the wood, the snoring stops immediately. And after about 10 seconds, you hear something heavy fall on the floor. Like that.
The monster.
I'll knock at the door. knock, like carefully. Hello?
You don't hear anything from inside.
And I'll walk away and go back to the communal sleeping area and just face plant on a bed.
Right, when you take it 2 steps, the snoring starts again.
Huh? I'm too tired for this. I
You just want to sleep.
Yes.
Yeah, it's been a long day for all of you.
Confusing day. Yes, confusing evening.
Okay, so you go into the common room.
Yeah,
and it's at least like it's quiet enough with the door closed so you can sleep at least. So everybody's sleeping, right? roughly. Sylvie?
So I did not realize that there was another room. So now that you said it clearly, I guess I would be curious about the person that we haven't met yet.
So when you come in, Mane Korblis, Sylvig is awake still in the bed and looks at you. I guess.
Who are you asking?
No, I'm just. So if you want to ask him about the snoring or something.
Oh, I would go and take a look. I don't know why I would ask anyone.
Well, Mane comes into the room and you hear the snoring behind him. So maybe you can ask him if he notices the snoring or something. I don't know.
So I see Mane and I say, hey, what's all that noise about?
I don't know. I don't remember anyone else being here.
Yeah, who's that? I mean, we have met everyone, right?
I think so.
But then apparently we haven't.
I don't know.
More on that.
I'm too tired right now. I need to rest.
Well,
And,
okay. I will take a look.
Alright.
And I try to sneakily approach the door.
Alright, you want to sneak?
Yes.
Then
Sneak,
roll
sneak.
a sneak.
Human thing very sneaky. What's my sneak? My sneak is 12. And I will fail again. Oh no.
Oh.
You will succeed again.
And I will roll a counter roll.
Yes.
Let's go.
Guard
Okay.
dog.
So
Guard dog.
you sneak up to the door, and what do you do?
By the either the crack or the keyhole.
So you lean forward, and as soon as you
Boom in
put
the
your
face.
head against the keyhole, the snoring stops.
Do I see anything?
It's dark.
So, I mean, at one point, did anyone like list everyone that was in like, okay, we have this guy, we have 3 guards, and we have.
Nobody asked about any other guests.
Okay, I mean,
There's
because
no horse in the stable.
No other horses. I mean, most common people might not have horse. They might like walk.
They wouldn't travel this direction alone either, though.
That's true.
Maybe they're a badass warrior.
Wouldn't travel this direction alone, then.
Yeah, but he's super good. He can take on 100 men.
If he's super good, he has done that and not doing stupid shit like this.
All right. So, what do you do, Vigge?
Can I check whether the door is locked using thief lockpicks without actually handling the doorknob?
Yeah, you can try to lockpick the door if you want and see if it's locked or not.
I'm just trying to check if it's locked.
Yeah,
without
I understand.
Noise.
So, roll a lockpicking roll then.
What is that? That's like locks and traps, right?
Yeah.
Crap up that stuff. I'm gonna fail. Yeah, right.
11.
Of course.
It's definitely locked though.
You should go around and climb in through the window.
Well, yeah, I was thinking about where in the building that room is.
You can see the. I think I revealed the outside of the building, right? So you can see the windows there on this
but
map.
that actually is connected to the upper hay.
Yeah,
station.
yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Good thing, because you've got terrible climbing, I imagine.
yes, I do.
You don't think much of Sylvig, huh?
No one does.
Yeah,
I mean,
Them.
I don't think anyone has any in climbing.
or swimming
Well,
either, huh?
I can swim.
All right, that's good.
I will go around and go into the hayloft and try to check the wall that I know now is connected. Well, I mean, it's the wall of the room as well, right?
Yeah, it should be,
Like
as
here.
far as you can tell. Though the hayloft is full of women sleeping.
Multiply the women.
So
Are they sleeping with their bricks too?
yeah, of course they always have their their trays with them. So you want to try to sneak past the women sleeping in the hayloft
Yes.
to the wall.
Yes.
How good is your sneak again?
Okay,
Honestly.
so roll a sneak then.
Why don't you just take the long ladder?
You might want this.
Last will and testament.
You're gonna be gang raped by the women up there, huh?
I can kill them. I've got a knife.
Yeah,
true.
But
You
they
got
but they've
two.
got plates.
Yeah, they got freaking massive like wooden plates with, and they're gonna kick your ass. Probably you're gonna probably fail all your rolls as well.
Yeah, that's true.
I
So-
believe in you.
Be sure to use 11 points.
So did you roll the sneak?
Yes, and I succeeded.
Oh, good work. So let's
My
see. Let's do a counter roll, huh? For 1, 2, 3, 4 women.
These are the adventure.
Remember, they are sleeping, so they should probably get minuses on everything.
Yep, definitely.
So.
As soon as you get up, the blue one, the yellow one in front of you, looks up.
So I would look at her and do like on the mouse, like stay silent and tell her to come to me.
Okay, she moves towards you and looks a little bit scared.
And I whisper so that I don't wake the others, and I tell her, "Who's sleeping in the other room?"
Master, there's nobody sleeping in the other room. Only the Master Magne.
I heard heavy snoring, and I guess we would hear it if it's the same.
Yeah, now that you think about it, you can hear it muffled snoring from the wall here seems much thicker though, since it's an outside wall.
So I walk to the wall and I tell her to come, and I say, "Listen, put your ear to the wall. There's someone snoring heavily."
So as soon as you put your ears to the wall, the snoring
Snoring
stops.
stops, of course.
I can't
just
hear
heard it.
anything, Master. What are you talking about?
But she heard it before, right?
No.
Nah. So I work a bit backwards and I wait, and I tell her to wait.
Mm-hmm.
Snoring start again.
Do you tell her to walk backwards?
Yeah. I gesture to her to come with me and work and stay put for
Okay.
a few moments.
She does notice it, and she said, "Yeah, you're right. Is that Master Magne?"
No, Master Magne is in the other room.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe one of your friends.
No, they're in the other room.
It might be. I mean, Master Soti might have taken up the room now.
He was in the common room when I went there, right?
No.
Yeah, he was drinking in the common room.
Oh yeah, in down room. You didn't see him now when you went down again.
But I heard the snoring the first time when he was still digging the grave, right?
Yeah.
I remember hearing it when I was with Goblin, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so no, that's not him. I heard him when he was somewhere else.
Yeah, he usually sleeps in the barn. So I just thought maybe it could be him.
Yeah, no, that's not him. So who's that?
I don't know. Maybe it's a ghost or something.
So it shouldn't be anyone, right?
I don't know. I mean, I usually don't work in the common room, but I didn't
I mean,
hear blah blah blah
you have
say
seen
anything
someone
about
else.
it.
You would have seen someone else going around.
Yeah, I haven't seen anybody.
Okay, so Viggy would crack his knuckles and say, "Let's break that fucker up." And
We have keys if you want to use the keys.
oh yeah, that works too.
Surprisingly, the establishment has keys to their own doors.
Please don't break anything, Master.
Well, if you have the keys, I won't, of course. Just give them to me, and we will solve this mystery together.
Oh,
Look at her with a winning smile.
do you want me to come with you?
It depends. Can you handle yourself in a fight?
You look at her. She's very thin, and like
Yeah,
she looks.
maybe not then, right? I
No,
will.
no. She's a little bit older, maybe like 35, something like that. She looks like one of the older women.
She's a cougar.
Yeah, right.
She hit on a 22-year-old elf.
Ah, that wasn't her. That was the blue one.
Oh, the blue one. Okay, I thought it was the blue
I
one.
love that I haven't given any of these names. The second yellow one, and the blue one, and the white one, and the first
Just
yellow one.
translate blue and yellow in Swedish, and it will sound like
Blå, gul.
sounds great to me.
Miss Blå, Miss Gul.
And then just add like a common, noun or something to the end of it.
I could give them names, I guess. I have a generator.
Blågrin.
Blue apple,
Blågrin.
yellow face.
Gulskri.
Let's see.
I don't know.
So does she give me the keys?
Yeah. Okay, the blue one is called Grima. The yellow one is called
We wouldn't have asked.
Asdis. No, you might not know this. And the gul number 2, yellow number 2 is called Maria. And the last one is called Guru. The one you're talking with is called Asdis.
Great name.
Yeah,
I'm not going to remember any of those.
No, not me neither, and I'm the GM, so. Yeah, I'm also using that, but a Viking generator.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, she comes down with you, and goes to the bar, and they have like a under the bar they have like a keychain, and she says, "I will wait here, if you don't mind," she says.
No, of course.
And she gives you the keys.
So I take the keys and I go back to the common sleeping thingy.
Yeah.
And I wake up everyone because I'm an asshole.
All right.
Again?
Second time tonight.
We have stuff to do tomorrow, remember?
And I whisper as loudly as I can, but I whisper, "Boys, you need to wake up. Look sharp. We have a mystery to solve."
What? Solveig, what is it?
So
What is...
is the snoring going on right now?
Yeah.
So I look at them and I say, "Do you hear that?"
Yeah, I heard that. Do you know how hard it was to fall asleep?
Well, now count who's in what room. There's Magne behind us. You are here. The other, I just checked on them, the women are at the barn. The big guy is in the barn as well, or wherever he is. Who's that snoring?
I mean, I did hear
Mother.
that snoring when I came up, and he was at the bar then.
Yes, so that's not him. So who's that? I just asked the women. They don't know. No one is that room. No one is supposed to, at least. So, who wants to open that fucker with me?
But why though? I'm so comfy.
Well, something is not right here, if you haven't noticed.
No, I haven't really been looking.
Haven't been done shit. Just been sleeping and repairing barrels and earning money.
Are you a person or are you a brick?
I can be a brick.
Fine.
You'll be fine. It's just a door.
No, I'll
what's
help
behind
you,
us?
Solveig. I'll help you. Fine.
I mean,
Yeah, I'll come too.
the girl thought this was a ghost. Well, I don't really believe in ghosts.
I can't fight a ghost.
Well, you can't, but maybe together we can.
You need like silver weapons or something. I don't know.
Wait, ghosts are real?
I mean, giants are real. Why not ghosts?
Yeah.
And Magne will give like Corby a look like, yeah, ghosts are real.
That's the real.
Oh. Okay, well, if the magic boys say so.
If you need help, scream or something.
If it's a ghost, we probably need you. So I will open.
Also, our weapons are downstairs. I can't fucking do anything.
Oh, yes, that's right. We don't have weapons.
But here, I have a dagger. You can borrow it.
Okay.
I think everyone has a dagger.
Yeah, I know.
So, what do you do?
Oh, stupid question. Very metagamey. Can I two-hand the dagger if I want to apply my two-hand skills?
Nope.
Okay. Is there anything downstairs I could just grab and use as a two-handed weapon?
Chair?
I mean, just use your 3 points, mate. You got tons of them.
My 3 points. Oh, right. Yeah, I've got like...
You can still use all your points except the ones that are specifically for 200 weapons.
That is true.
And I think I even calculated it for all of you in roll 20.
Oh, it's 3 points, I think.
Yeah, okay, no, it's true. Yeah, sorry. That's absolutely right. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'll grab my dagger and I go to the door and I wait for the other magic boys to follow me and stay behind me.
All right, so you raffle through the keys and you find the right one after a little while, and you open the door,
And I have my
and
dagger ready.
I'm just gonna throw my big fur over me.
this
and tie
is what
to
the
the
room
belt.
looks like.
I'm just not even gonna get dressed properly.
So this is what the room looks like, and there seems to be somebody in the bed. You see a body underneath the blankets, and then a few curls of hair at the pillow, like black and shiny.
The girl who was saved is blonde, right?
Yeah,
Okay, so that's not her. So this looks like a child?
nope, looks like a grown person.
Oh.
The person is lying on his side or her side.
And is she looking at me?
No, they are like lying with their back towards you guys.
Okay, so I would creep
You would creep.
and
Are they still snoring?
Nope.
So the snoring just stopped.
As soon as you reach the door and put your hand on it, it stopped.
I would creep slowly towards the bed with the dagger ready and try to get a better look.
Roll a sneak.
Roll a sneak. And the sneak is a success.
Let's do a counter roll.
But the counter will be a success too.
Okay. So you sneak up and you're now standing next to the bed.
So who's in the covers? Can I get a better look?
You see, you like they're under the covers, but you see a head of quite full head of black shiny hair.
What does it smell like?
Nothing specific.
Okay, it doesn't smell like...
Kind of smells a little bit like earth,
Ha!
like the
So-
woods.
Is the person
They're a golem.
sleeping? Or is she like standing still and...
The person is lying under the covers with their back towards you, lying on their side. You can't hear anything.
Like this.
Right?
But is the covers rising and falling with breaths?
Like you can't really see because like they're breathing away from you guys
Okay.
because they have
Okay,
their
so-
back towards you.
Can I put my hand on the cover like a bit to the side so that I can just feel whether the cover is moving?
You want to put your hand on the person?
No, not on the person, like on the bed, on the cover, but a bit to the side so that I can feel the tension in the cover if it rises.
I mean, the cover is around something, but like imagine
There's
yourself.
nothing around.
If you're lying in bed and breathing like sleeping, you don't like like this, right? But you can hear this person breathing.
Okay. I hear her. And it's like a sleepy person's breathing or like...
Yeah, very calm.
wakey? Okay, can I look closer and try to see who that is? Or maybe go around the bed to the other side because you said that she was on the side with her back to her, right?
You can go around.
I'll do that.
So
While Solvig is moving, sorry,
mhm.
could I maybe have a look at Wittner here? Because that weird snoring sound that seems to go on or off seems a bit suspicious. And I'm just... Is there some magic here? Like, do I sense some
Roll
We-
a Vintner check with your Vintner skill.
Okay.
And you fail, and we have no information whatsoever.
I'm just gonna stand in the doorway because it's creepy.
So
You
should
mean
just
you are
stay
creepy
back,
or the
mate.
thing is creepy?
Oh, you guys are creepy.
You are being a bit of a creep. You know,
Apparently, I'm supposed to be creepy, so I'm not actually doing anything.
Oh god, I got an 18 on an 18.
hey, that's still a success, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah. Oh, that's good. You don't really notice any Vintner more than whatever always comes out from
Yeah.
people.
Okay, but there's no deliberate Vintner. There's no spell work.
No.
Can I
Shame.
quickly look around and see if there's anything out of place, anything weird in the room?
There's a table with some chairs. There's two big shelves, like two big cabinets in the down right corner, the same wall as the barn. And
How many pillows are there in the bed?
4.
it's quite a lot. And when you walk around the bed to look at his face or her face, the face is kind of buried in one of the pillows. You can't see the face. You only see the black, shiny, straight hair.
Right.
He really wants us to wake her.
Corbly's just gonna say, not loudly, but not quietly either. Check the feet, I guess. What are you gonna do next?
Okay.
All right.
Just wake them up,
Going, I didn't
guys.
want to do
Jesus.
Can I? So I went around the bed, so she has her head in the cushion, right?
Mm-hmm.
But can I get a clear idea of whether this is a girl, a woman, a monster?
I mean, the body is quite like it looks bigger than a woman,
Ha!
so it's probably a man. You think?
Ha! I don't want to get
Or he married a troll.
in a man's bed.
You can't really tell if the bed is a man, but
A man with long, curly, black, shiny hair, right?
I mean, you have long hair. I have long hair.
yeah.
Yeah, but it's blonde.
Like, and it's not so curly. It's a little straighter than I might have given you the appearance for. But
Okay, so I will go check the wardrobes.
okay. So you open the wardrobes and there's space for clothes inside, but there's no clothes.
Okay, I'll check the back.
The back.
Yeah, to see if there's a hole to the hair loft.
So do roll finding and spotting.
Blah blah blah.
All right.
Oh, my first success.
So as you reach back and kind of lightly knock on the wall and kind of push it a little bit, you notice that the back of the cabinet or the back of the closet seems to be loose.
Huh, I knew it. Okay.
Legasp.
I will not open it because it's just a bunch of screaming women. So there's no point. Nothing else of interest in the room, like on the table, nothing like.
No, it's just like a few candles on the table. They're not lit.
Okay, there's a chest. What is in the chest?
It's locked.
Can I try to lockpick it silently?
Yeah, you have -5 on lockpicking.
Ugh.
Good luck.
Yeah, that's like 3. Right.
Corbly's probably gonna take a step forward and put his hand on Solvig's shoulder and like, why are you lockpicking this?
So I look at him and say, this person should not be there. I'm trying to understand how you got it.
You know I have no fear of that dice.
Okay, well, I mean,
Berserker rage.
I guess I will go to the person sleeping and I will grab my dagger and I will put my hand on its shoulder and.
Oh my god, just knock on the door, Jesus.
So you reach forward slowly and have your dagger at the ready.
Mm-hmm.
And you put your hand on his shoulder,
Mhm.
and you feel the pressure of his
thousands.
shoulder being there, and then suddenly it just says poof, and he's gone. And
I knew it.
the blanket just slowly falls down,
Shadow
and there's nothing there.
Ninjutsu.
And I look at Goldie and I say, I knew it!
And a heavy smell of forest lies in the air after this.
Forests.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. And I look at Goldie and say, well?
It's a leprechaun.
It's a leprechaun, yeah. Rö, can I try and use my spirit lore? I have spirit lore. I did not even notice.
I
Use
do
my
too.
spirit lore to find out what this is, or my monster lore. It's the same.
Yeah, roll for it.
Yeah. Can I do
Is it a visual check?
No, it's a knowledge check.
Oh, damn.
You're looking into your mind. Your mind's eye. No.
Oh,
What'd you get?
1.
Hey, I'm too far away from my screen to see.
let's see.
Yeah, no.
Colby.
So small.
So you have no idea what it is.
Great. Can I use my monster lore?
Let's say you did, and you have never heard of anything that can just like teleport.
Shadow
Like,
Ninjutsu.
okay, so the only thing you can think of is like the only thing powerful enough would be a demon of some kind. I mean, it could also be some kind of immaterial spirit, but then it wouldn't have like been able to be under the blankets to begin with.
I'm gonna just say so.
It's a demon.
You remember when we were at Magne Bite and there was suddenly a demon possession?
Yeah?
This could not be anything but a demon.
This was no power I know of.
And how bad is that?
Bad.
It's pretty
I
bad. I'm pretty sure we would rather fight giant.
The demons are like the most powerful spirits or the most powerful creatures in the game.
Big bad things.
How
Only
bad can a
don't
demon
only-
really be? I'm asleep, I mean.
So like dragon bad then.
Yeah, it's kind of the same level
Worse.
as dragons or worse. Yeah.
Oh, there's something worse than dragons.
Yeah.
Well, you learn something new every day.
Yes, you don't
The
really
game is called Dragons and Demons.
demons. Yeah. So, yeah, like that's the only thing you can reckon that it could be.
Okay, so what do we tell?
Or just, powerful magic
No, there was no magic here.
that you detected.
I got a successful roll. Meh.
By one.
But Amane, you do know that the power of the demons is usually magic,
Yeah.
and you didn't detect
Sorry.
any magic.
Wait a second. No. This might not have been. This might have been god power. Some.
Oh shit, it was Jesus.
Holy or un. No, I mean, there's a difference between magic brought forth by Wittner and other mysterious things. There are beings, gods, and other
Angel?
things.
I mean,
You're not there, and you are sleeping.
Oh, by the way, Siggy is in the chat in Twitch. By the way, hello Siggy. And he says demons are way above anything y'all could handle. He says in the
what do
Twitch
you
chat.
mean? I could take a demon. Ease.
You know me?
Yeah.
In my dream, I'm fighting a demon. Obviously, I win.
I'm gonna slowly approach the bed and actually check for hairs.
Right.
If there's any residue left on the pillow or anything.
So Siggy says, this one guy is laying in his bed. Haha. Yeah, actually, Bodgir is lying in bed in real
Yeah.
life and also in the game. So that's why.
I was over there,
Yeah.
but I moved because I'm in bed.
Why not?
At this point, can I just break the chest open?
Yeah, there is actually one strand of hair lying on the pillow.
I take it. Is it the same color as the and does it look similar to the hair of the individual?
Yes, it's dark black, and when you hold it up to the light, it kind of shines a little bit.
I'll quickly wrap that up and keep it safe.
All right.
And I'm like, okay, I think I might be able to track them.
You should cast that on me. Imagine the bonus.
What?
You should cast that spell on me. Imagine the bonus I would have.
Yeah, so
Because
put
it's got plus
it on
10
your
to
sheet. Huh?
sight.
I mean,
Yeah, put that in your on your sheet. Huh?
inventory. Sure. I mean, I could cast it right away and like because we're clearly like I really want to go to sleep, but I don't think I could sleep right now knowing this thing.
Oh,
Money.
easy, just like this.
You've got to do this, mate. You know you gotta. It's a demon. That's against your religion, right?
No, this wasn't a demon. There was nothing
Whatever that is.
demonic about
It
this.
was a demon. What else would it have been?
Demons use Vitner. Vitner comes from demons. This was no Vitner. I sensed it. There was no Vitner here. This was god power. Some
Okay.
other godly power or some other unknowable being. A forest spirit or a troll magic or something else, but it wasn't Vitner.
And then there's something that's really weird to me is that that thing had a passage through the wardrobe to the other room. But if it can just dematerialize, what's the point?
Isn't this the master's bedroom?
This is not where the master slept. He
Hmm.
slept in the room that you haven't seen yet. This is for guests. This room.
I'm gonna check the other closet since we only checked one.
Yeah,
Since
that
it's
closet.
also gonna be empty.
That closet looks like a normal closet. It doesn't seem to have anything in it either. But the back room, like the back wall, is not moving at all.
But
I
what
mean-
was the closet that had the moving back wall? Was that to
Left
get out
one.
onto the loft?
You never tried to open it, so
He just assumed.
Yeah, but I mean, it would go to the Hellloft and probably near the hall.
Maybe it's a dimensional door.
yeah, it would be the left closet that has the removable back wall.
Or it's just, a hole.
Let's open it.
Okay. I mean, it's gone now, so yeah, okay.
I go and open it. What's on the other side?
So when you remove the back wall, there you see the actual wall there, and then there's a kind of a little trigger on it, like a kind of like a, I guess like a string of like a metal chain that you can pull,
Well, I pull.
and when you pull it, the door slowly slides, like the wall slowly slides to its side, and you see the hayloft.
And I see the hole in front of the.
Yes, there's a hole
Yes.
right there.
This looks like a trajectory from this room to wherever the hole in the hayloft and the hole in the floor of the bar.
I mean, a person could definitely fit through the hole.
Huh. Well, I won't jump because I guess that's dangerous. But
The and also, by the way, the moving of the wall was very quiet. People must have been oiling it recently.
This is the most advanced strategy for cheating I've ever come up with. You have the guy's father is in on it when he built the place and all, just to get to the stables where Smutsig. What was it called?
Soti?
Sotig.
Oh, you mean the
Slap.
big guy?
Yeah,
Yeah, Soti.
yeah.
It's called
I'm
Soti.
just confused. This is all. What is going on? I need to sleep, but I can't sleep now.
I cannot sleep now, Manny. It's too late.
Good thing I'm getting my rest in while I can.
Did we check the master's bedroom while we're at it? If we can find a hair from his wife or something, it would be useful.
That's true. Yes, if you can find something like that. Yes. Good idea.
Let's do that.
All right. So
Did you? But you did. What about the chest? Did you get the chest open?
Oh no, I wanted to break it open that I forgot. So can I just break it open or lockpick it? 100 times until it works.
you do have a keychain with all the keys for the whole building.
Yeah.
But use the keychain.
Yeah. It takes you a minute, and you find the correct key, and you open the box. And there's like a pile of bed sheets on the bottom, but as far as you can tell, nothing else on top.
Yeah.
I'd want to check for
So do a finding and spotting then.
And why would you put a lock on just a bunch of sheets? That's
Fabric is expensive.
true.
Good luck with your rolls.
I must have failed every important rule.
You can't find anything out of the ordinary. It's just like bedcloth and maybe a few candles for replacing the ones on the table.
So I look to Magne and Goblin and say, guys, this looks like trash, but just check it for magic. Who knows?
Probably will check it
Okay.
regularly because checking for magic.
Sure. So finding and spotting.
Yeah, I think I have a 13.
And maybe there's hair too. Magne might be interested.
You have really good finding and spotting then. If you have 13.
Plus 10. Okay, I assume it's a visual check.
Oh yeah. That's right. That would be a visual
Yeah.
check actually.
Yeah. No, 18 and 2.
God damn it.
So really, you should just do that like spell every week.
Yeah, I'm doing that spell every week.
From now on, huh? So that's a whole week for that spell?
Yep, yeah, whole week. I can make it longer if I wish.
Siggy said, yeah, rob that dude, yeah? And then, surprise, it's a mimic!
Everyone dies.
Let's go check the master's bedroom instead.
Alright, so you
Magne, you should check for hair. Instead of the bed sheets. Right?
I don't think the magical bed sheets are gonna be much help.
so
Hair.
he,
is a fucking spell.
you find the key for the master's bedroom, and it looks like this. It's like a desk and a chest and a bed. Quite Spartan.
Let's open everything.
Mane, you can read Brock, right?
Yes, I can read.
Get to work.
I'll check for writing if there's any letters or anything there. I'll read it.
Yeah, there are letters in the desk. There's some drawers and stuff with letters in it, and it does seem like the master was writing letters to somebody about his wife being missing.
Remember face scroll?
Right. Right.
The next person who brings that up again, I will curse with death hand.
I didn't actually do it. I'm asleep. You just thought I did.
Yeah.
For some reason, I don't know why.
But it's kind of what you would expect, having his wife gone missing and his son gone missing. He's trying to find some support to help him look.
Mm-hmm.
And he hasn't sent them yet, it seems, since they're still here. I mean,
He must have given up on them.
there's no letters to him, only letters that he wrote.
And they're not addressed to anyone. Any like, please, you guy who this name.
It seems to
help
be
me.
letters to all the different jarls in the area, like this one
Oh.
for Magne and his family, like this one for, well, not for Magne, but one for House Lodabrot, Einbjörn Lodabrot, the shield jarl of House Lodabrot, that's above House Bite. There's one for the Grim Village guy whose name is...
Whatever his name is, it's not important.
Yeah, like there's pretty much one for each, and every shield jarl and jarl in the area, they might have some men to help him. But it seems like he lost his nerve and never sent them.
Okay. I'll tell them that these are all like he's asking for help from the jarls in the area, but he's never sent these letters.
I mean, it might be copies, of course, as well, but
True, but yeah.
paper is expensive, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why would you
You
use
tried
them for
something
some
else.
things like face grow or something? You know
Alright.
what? My defense is better than your defense.
The chest is pretty much the same as the other one, but it does have some personal effects that you guess is the master's, like dagger maybe, and like a few. I mean, they wouldn't have photos, but you can kind of imagine like personal effects, like maybe some family worthless relic. Maybe like it might be something from Viran that you noticed that come from Viran in the chest.
How about hairs from people?
Toenails on the floor, please.
Do a finding and spotting check to find some hair or something.
I don't have any finding or spotting.
But I do. And I actually know
You want
what
her
to look
from the
for.
dead guy, you can just
No. Why did I curse myself by saying that you have bad rolls?
Yep. Now I mean, you don't really find anything. You find some like stains from beer or something else in the bed, and it's kind of smelly in there. Like nobody opens the window, you know.
Yeah. I don't investigate that thoroughly in the bed.
Yeah. So I mean, if nobody else want to investigate, you don't really find anything else of value in there. He does have a lot of bad things to say about his wife, though. And one thing you notice is that he often mentions the wild brawn in his letters. Like he says, he probably ran away with that fucking wild brawn. This kind of thing.
Okay, I'll remember that.
So does the sorting guy look like a wild brown?
No.
No, we know he's not a wild brown since he's related to.
Yeah, right. Okay. Well, he might be like half, no?
No, he doesn't have that dark hair as it looks like on his avatar. He has
Dark hair?
Like, you know, he doesn't have dark hair. He has like light brown.
Yeah, you
hair.
know, the ghosts look really right brown.
Yeah.
Like that's textbook definition of a right brown.
Yeah, but he's like closer to blonde than brown, you know, like
Okay.
No, the
dark
ghost-
blonde maybe. Yeah,
the
dark
ghost
blonde.
are brown.
Do you want to know what I think? I think that Soti found this man's wife dead in the woods, and then he just didn't send his letter because he didn't need to send the letters anymore. And do you know what I fear actually happened? That Soti found them in the woods and then killed them and then came back and said they were dead.
Yeah, that's what I suspected, but why would he do that?
The Lord works in Soti works in mysterious ways.
I mean, he's an asshole, so I'm very happy to put anything on him, but I mean, why?
We could find her body and ask.
And ask?
Yeah, sure.
How does that work?
No. I turned to Corbin. You can't be serious.
But he might be a murderer.
But you can't bring people back.
Oh,
We
I'm
can
just gonna
bring
bring
people back.
You can't do that. Price will be too high. The risk is too great.
Just a little while. It's gonna go fine.
No, Corby, I can't allow you. Stop it. That is dark power. Do not meddle with.
What's the risk anyway? I mean, we were already dealing with a demon, right?
Dealing power.
What can go worse?
What can go worse? Let me tell you what can go worse. The demons can get inside your head, and they can make you do things that will make you hate yourself. And I'm up in Solvig's face as I'm like super intense, and I'm speaking with a voice that I haven't ever spoken with. Like I am
Angry.
angry, frustrated, desperate, and just like, and there's something like madness
He's
in
speaking
behind his
from
eyes. Like,
experience here. This looks personal.
do not meddle with this. And I turn back to Corbly, like, and point at Corbly. We do not meddle with this. We do not try to revive anyone.
But it's
Fucking
just
do
a thin bond.
So at this point, I would look at Corbly and like nod my head and say, "All right, we won't do it."
Fucking God!
Yes, we won't do it.
It's very obvious. It's very obvious to Mane that he's not telling the truth. It's very like, yeah, we're not gonna do that.
We're worse liars than the kids.
Oh no! I seriously though, guys. I'm getting out of game. I am getting a bit stressed by all of this, and I'm getting a bit tired. And I would really like if we could maybe stop.
Yeah,
now.
definitely. I just wanted you guys to play it out. I had hoped that we would get a little bit further today.
Well, it's
Maybe I need to push
We
you guys
did
a little
one
more.
day.
I mean, we
Yeah.
I'm glad I cast that spell for a week. I'm gonna have so much use for it.
I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I kind of enjoy the role playing thing. But don't be afraid to push forward a little bit faster. Or maybe I need to do that. Maybe I need to tell you what you're doing more.
It feels like we're fumbling in the dark right now, quite literally, because it's in the middle of the night and we don't have a lantern.
Right.
I'm just surprised that you didn't give us massive minuses on all perception checks.
I kind of took for granted that you brought one of your candles or something from.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Especially since you read the documents.
Right.
Yeah.
And there's candles everywhere, so you can just light them, you know. But yeah, I mean, I think it was fun. Like we did even more roleplay. I actually had a combat encounter planned for today, but we didn't get that far.
I mean, we didn't get through a whole day.
No, not even a whole evening. It's still in the night. It's still the night, for fuck's sake.
Sorry for
There's
investigating.
just too fucking much that's happening right now. There's just too much.
Yeah.
And none of it seems to fit together. It's just a whole bunch of fucking things happening. It's
Yeah.
just-
I think it fits together.
I like you guys kind of using logic and trying to figure out how it all hangs together with the little information you have. So I'm enjoying it myself, at least. I mean, I know what happens, though.
I mean, I'm not saying I'm not enjoying myself. It's just it's very frustrating. On like because it feels, at least for me, I feel like I can't solve this, and that feels frustrating. But the role playing itself is very fun.
Remember, you don't need to solve everything straight away.
No.
You could go to bed now and let stuff happen.
Well,
No.
I mean, I'm just fumbling through the dark, but I don't give a crap. Basically,
Well, as long as you guys are enjoying yourself, so you do whatever you want, of course.
yeah, I like
Maybe the best strategy is just waking up tomorrow, going down Sotting and say like, so we found a corpse and the child too, and just see how he reacts.
Yeah, make some plans for next week, and you can do whatever you want.
I'll finally wake up.
Is it fine to start at this time next week too?
I don't see why not.
Yeah, and I'm like, I don't mind continue playing for the evening. Like in the evenings, I would love to just play with you guys. So that's fine. It's just that I wake up late these days, so 1 is kind of early for me. So I'm not awake yet. So that's kind of why I wanted to push it up a little bit. And since we don't have group 1 anymore, it's fine.
Well,
and actually, yeah, I don't know. We can see with Siki here if he has some, if he wants to maybe, well, if it's fine with you guys to join, could be fun, or maybe
I think he
Greg
would have-
or somebody. Would be quite easy to get them into the story, I think.
Yeah.
We can talk about it on Discord.
Alrighty.
So let's leave it at this today. You guys all go to bed mumbling and thinking about this weird thing that just happened. And it was quite shocking, this guy just disappearing. That's not something you ever saw before. Like, maybe the
right.
Vintner Weavers would have had an inkling about this. But, yeah.
Corbly is kind of like, we should probably leave this alone. But Corbly is also like, we should probably find out and take their powers.
because you guys have been exploring so much, like Group 1 came to going to bed as well, but they didn't really explore anything, they didn't really do anything. All of them went to bed straight away, pretty much.
I'm just very curious.
Bed team.
Yeah, so that's good. I like that you guys are exploring. You actually had to show you all the areas. So that's nice.
I mean, I kind of think that's what you were trying to do. Just, there's places I can't see. I want to see them all.
Right. And like, I spent quite a long time to cobble everything together too. So, but I fucked up with the bed here.
You tried.
Yeah.
I do. I haven't seen the map in so long.
Oh yeah, you're not at the computer.
Yeah, I feel sorry for you. You didn't do that much of role playing.
It's alright.
You fixed a barrel and went to bed.
That's what my character would do.
Yeah.
I'm just, been in bed, relaxing.
Living life.
Yeah.
So, I guess you had this conversation in the common room or something? Or like in the communal bedroom?
No, the master's bedroom.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Boltgear has no idea what you guys are talking about.
I was asleep. I don't.
Yeah, you're not even there. So you haven't been in the game for like the last 1.5 hours or something. You've just been sleeping. That's fine. That's good.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I was having amazing combat encounters in my mind.
Rolling all the natural perfect ones.
That's pretty much the only combat
Killed
encounters
10
you guys get.
demons.
Right. Alright guys, so let's leave it at that today. I'm gonna turn off the stream and we can talk some more if you want, but I'm gonna just say goodbye to the stream.
Bye.
Bye. Alright, so that's the stream for today. If you want to follow us, then please do below. This will also be uploaded to YouTube, so check that out as well. And like always, if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe and follow. And hope you enjoyed. So see you next week.